Well, without further ado, we've got the watch together up. I'm going to show it for y'all. I'm going to share, because sharing is caring. And we're going to just start with some Argus tapes. Let's hit play.
Bruce, you're doing it again. You're no good to us unconscious. What would Alfred say?
Alfred understands, Clark. Crime never.
Crime doesn't sleep. Yeah. And neither does the Watchtower. It's basically you. You helped us build it.
It's crime never sleeps.
Of course. Listen, you've got the support of the League now. This fight isn't yours alone. That's the commitment we made.
I'm not ungrateful, Clark. And the League is working. I just need time to adjust.
You know, Pa used to say to me, don't ask for lighter burdens, ask for broader shoulders.
Cute. And easy to say when you can carry an entire planet on your shoulders.
Very funny. Look, you're a smart guy, Bruce. The smartest guy I know. But you've gotta let us help.
Ah, you're right.
Listen, I don't think, from Batman's perspective, I don't think this should be a debate whether or not he accepts help from the League. And the main reason for it, well, there's a couple reasons. The first reason, Batman Arkham Origins. Remember that scene where he considered giving up the mantle, hanging up the cape and cowl, and Alfred said, "No, listen, you need to learn that you are a man and not an island, and a man's strength, doesn't just come from brains and brawn, but it also comes from his allies, and that's what gets him to learn." Yeah, I need to start accepting help from people. And of course, he isn't perfect with it all the time. In Arkham Knight, out of genuine fear for what could happen to his loved ones, he decided, you know what, I'm afraid of involving people in this stuff more often. I don't want what happened to Jason to happen to Tim. I'm gonna sidestep him quite a bit. But he ultimately does learn from that, right? He ultimately learns he was giving in to fear. He was trying too hard to control everything. And he eventually, that's how he eventually realizes, okay, I'm not afraid, Crane. He stops acting on fear all the time. So, what makes me curious is that in this audio tape right here, he needs to be taught by Superman. They need to have a back and forth for him to just accept help from the team. But I feel like we've already had enough development for Arkham Batman that he shouldn't need to have this conversation. This seems out of left field.
Exactly. Even if we don't want to use that, we know that whenever he's on patrol, in Arkham Knight, he'll call either Oracle or Alfred for updates. He works on he has other people communicating with if there's any crime or anything. So why wouldn't he do the same if he's so worried?
Exactly.
I'll take a few hours off to sleep. Happy?
Elated. Just do me one more favor. Take the cowl off first.
Take the mask off.
Take the mask off.
As part of the Justice League.
So,
Right.
what
Oh, no, it's right there.
is friendly.
Slim to none. We need a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Bruce,
He's right, Cal. Until we know more, we need to treat this like an incursion waiting in the wings.
I
For calling
understand
him
your
Cal is so
caution,
shit.
really. But that thing hasn't even fired a warning shot yet.
Yet.
I'm with Cal on this one. Diplomacy first, lead by example. Isn't that what we do?
Okay, we try the warm fuzzies first, then, if things go sideways, we bust out the anti-UFO bat spray. Deal?
I don't like it.
I know, Bruce. And if I'm honest, neither do I. But we have an example to set. Especially today.
This Brainiac wants to open negotiations aboard his ship. It's a trap.
Yeah, it's really obvious at this point.
It's a trap.
And in spite of this, they throw the entire League inside the ship.
Every single person in the League is against Superman right now, and then at the end of the day, they just give up. They just stop trying to convince Superman, and they just go into the trap. It's
Yeah,
real intelligent.
absolutely.
Agreed. That much is apparent.
I hear you both. But we have to go in good faith.
Good faith
Hey,
doesn't
fucking
mean don't
dumbass.
have a plan, Superman.
Oh.
Yeah. dumbass, man. Jesus.
What if I
That
become
the
your-
Justice League beat Brainiac with good faith argumentation. Fucking moron.
Genuine good faith, not cope.
I like how the amazing Lucas is the other one that agreed to a disagreement day to get captured by Brainiac. We need some praise in this video, bro.
You didn't
Yeah.
show up in a giant skull.
Exactly.
That's a good point that he brings up. It's literally a giant skull ship. And he's saying, yeah, let's
Yep.
open negotiations in here. And now, Superman is about to bring a point worthy of consideration, but there's an easy counter to it.
I didn't choose how I got here, Flash. Now, I'll admit it's not the most inviting presence, but if we can avoid fighting altogether, we owe it to the people of Metropolis to try.
Yes,
No.
but that
Oh.
does not mean you don't prepare. And it's not.
You know what else? We have a point about that specific line of
How
dialogue
he got
too,
there.
but like,
yeah, it's like,
yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. I think something else worth mentioning, if you see an alien ship, and by the way, they fought the Sinestro Corps already. They know the concept of, yeah, there's aliens out there that are up to no good. So, what
You
they
can even-
could do in this situation is say to Brainiac, all right, you want to negotiate? Let's go to space. Let's do it away from all of these people. That should be simple. And if he doesn't agree, well then he's probably up to no good. Simple as that.
yeah,
Now let's show them our heart, our compassion.
Our recklessness. We can't just leave Metropolis undefended.
We'll be in the thick of it, Bruce. Talks get nasty, we toss that thing right back into space.
Or you can just start in space.
Yeah.
You, Green Lantern, you can go to space with it and talk and have Superman there.
exactly.
We're in this together, gang. The five of us united, there's nothing we can't do. Let's show them our intentions.
You know what they say about good intentions, Clark.
I'm making an offer to you, Justice League. As my lieutenants, I will unlock your full potential to serve me.
So, this is clearly not friendly.
I also want to. Well, hold on. I want to. No, this is when they're already trapped. But what's it called? I just want to point out for anybody making that clone defense. I'm making you an offer to you, the Justice League, as my lieutenants. I will unlock your full potential to serve me. He says the same thing at the end of the game to try and get the Suicide Squad. So that's already one thing that goes against the clone thing.
Oh, I also want.
And he doesn't try to clone the Suicide Squad.
And even if it could, why don't you just make a whole bunch of clones? You can
Literally.
replicate the most powerful being in the universe so easily. You can replicate the fastest man alive so easily. You can
replicate
Green
the
Lantern.
fastest man alive in like 1 day, maybe even less than that. I think it only takes actually like a
Wait,
couple
no,
hours.
Hang on. I have another piece of evidence for the clone theory. And then how did he get a Green Lantern ring?
Yeah.
Because
Unless you could just replicate them.
It's not because the actual John's ring can't. It won't go to the clone. It'll just stay on John.
Unless it can
Well,
just
and
replicate
if
the
you
ring.
if you can make multiple rings, why does every single Justice League member not have one?
Why does his
Why doesn't
army
it-
not have
you can
one?
make
Yeah, why does
rings
everyone in his army not have a ring?
Yeah.
I also wanted to point out something. This is not necessarily the clone theory. Just this line of like, I'm unlocking your full potential. This is like going to be important for the main plot, for like how these guys like fight the Suicide Squad. But they should be.
That's also
They
true.
They should be more powerful. Batman himself should be a lot more powerful than he is. I think that means he should be a lot more smart.
There's also a line in the game that Lex Luthor says that when you're connected to Brainiac, you subsume his intelligence. The definition of subsume is to like absorb. Hold on, let me just look it up real quick.
Gain his intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, subsume means to absorb or include. A successful company might subsume a failing competitor through a merger, or love, or like it's the same concept. So that means that they would gain his intelligence and a lot of his knowledge. So that not only are they way smarter, but they also get more powerful. Green Lantern also says in the beginning of the game, just the regular humans that he infects, they get enhanced and more powerful.
Yeah.
I will unlock your full potential. I won't help you rebuild your car, though, Batman. Fuck you.
John Stamper, thank you for the 5. He says, good faith is when you take the drink I gave you after you saw me put something in it. That is right.
Exactly.
That is right,
That
Pimpin.
is
Literally.
that is why Superman is known as dumbass man.
Yup.
Planet doesn't need you to unlock its potential, Brainiac.
Really, Bruce Wayne?
Thank you for the 5, Larry. We don't know if the cloning is that easy, if he could, and that Brainiac, while probably couldn't replicate the ring, managed to alter the ring.
Is real because it makes the story magnitudes worse. And if their evidence is that Flash comes back with a missing finger, he comes back in not a missing finger. He comes back with his finger regrown, and that's like their proof. Like, oh, that's one of the pieces of proof that yeah, these people are clones or whatever. If he comes back that quickly, then he should be able to make a shit ton of Flashes that quickly. And there's no reason he shouldn't.
Evidence because this game clearly does not have any regard for continuity.
Yeah, literally.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
But the Green Lantern ring is just the one that kills this theory. Because there is no way you are convincing me that Brainiac can tamper, let alone create Green Lantern rings. That's fucking stupid. I
That's
refuse
ridiculous.
to believe that. There's no way.
The human body constantly outpaced by its mind. The process of integration is less painful if you permit it. Kal-El, surely you understand the gravity of what I'm offering. You could have Krypton again. And a new Krypton, built in your image.
Listen to me.
I am also going to mention that Batman has detective mode and Superman has X-ray vision. If they scanned the ship, they would have seen that there's weapons and enemy ships on there. They would have known it wasn't friendly.
Yeah. And you can't argue, well, it's made of lead, because detective vision can see through lead, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Why did Batman go along with this plan, by the way? I feel like it is genuinely out of character for
It's-
Batman.
It is out of
to go
character.
It's
along
character
with this plan.
assassination. This is not
Oh,
who
yeah.
Batman is. He is a smart tactician who always thinks of this stuff. He always thinks,
Even
okay, if it's a
Justice
trap,
League,
what do I
think,
do?
gets this right, because if I remember correctly, there's a point where they do something like this, and he's like, oh, okay, fuck you guys, and he just stays there.
Yeah.
The fact that there was no backup plan is the most brain dead thing I've ever seen, ever.
So stupid.
I do understand the pain of losing a planet, but what you're doing, this isn't the way to get Kolu back.
How wonderfully true. And you,
Just go
you're
terraform Mars. You won't have any
you're
resistance
to be
there.
the orders of the universe.
But the Martians.
About my oath.
Oh,
Okay, then
don't even.
Let me tell you about my hat.
No evil shall escape my sight.
Whatever happened in those other universes, Brainiac, you won't have this one! Barry, now!
Barry, save me and not Superman, even though he's more powerful.
My head.
Damn.
Sorry, Diana. He got Cal. I mean, how did you even get Cal?
Kryptonite, for one. But that's not important right now, Barry.
Right. We need a plan. Do you have a plan?
Civilians. We need to start evacuating the city. Get
Couldn't have
Oh, this is a
evacuated when you,
problem.
before you did this plan. Couldn't
Yeah,
have done that.
like this
Told
alien
the
shows out
government
of
what you're
nowhere, and
doing.
you don't.
A full evacuation order. I repeat, if you and your loved ones are still in Metropolis, we urge you to get to safety.
such devastation. My heart breaks for this city and its children.
Inner Sanctum biometrics activated. Access granted.
Just so we're clear, that was Captain Boomerang, right?
Yeah.
When he cut, yeah.
By the goddess.
Yeah.
Watchtower, identify those biometrics.
Scan identified as user Barry Allen.
Flash. How did... Tower, access Inner Sanctum security feed.
Security feed offline. Threat of leak compromise. Certain.
Athena, give me strength. Hang on, Barry, I'm coming. I just hope you're still you when I get there.
Number one, Batman and the others acknowledge that Brainiac could be a threat. Superman decides to welcome Brainiac with open arms, but doesn't check if he could be a threat. If Superman used his X-ray vision and Batman used detective mode with the Batwing, they could have noticed the weapons on the ship and the enemy battleships within the ship. They all walk in all at once without a plan. All they need to do is send in either Flash or Superman, since they are probably the fastest members of the League, or they don't even need to go into his ship, they can just organize a voice call with Brainiac.
Only one of them, because if something bad happens, it can just teleport them out with the Watchtower.
The second thing is, why doesn't Green Lantern ask his fellow Lantern Corps members if they've ever seen this ship or have records of it? The Lantern Corps should be in the know on this because it could be an invasion. And if the Lantern Corps don't know about Brainiac, then John Stewart
John Lucas.
should then the amazing Lucas should be informing them and see it as more of a potential threat.
Then the Bald Lantern should know about it.
3. Batman brings up that Brainiac wants open negotiations aboard his ship. It's a giant skull ship. Why is that Brainiac's design, and why does Superman go in this ship in good faith just because they've dealt with or just because he wasn't an evil alien? They've literally dealt with, like they state in the game, they have dealt with the Sinestro Corps, so they should know there is evil aliens out there like that.
Even if Brainiac didn't have a blatantly evil-looking ship, the fact that he goes, "Yeah, come aboard my ship," that should be really suspicious because he's just some random dude. It's not like Star Trek where it's like, "Yeah, you can come on the Enterprise because diplomacy is like our whole fucking gimmick." No, it's this random dude being like, "Come on my ship." It's like,
yeah.
No,
I won't be mean.
He's just got the white van.
The 4th thing, why don't the Justice League inform the police/government about the alien ship, and why don't they evacuate the city just in case? In Arkham Knight, the city was literally evacuated just from a bomb threat or from Scarecrow, so this big-ass alien ship should give them any reason. They should be evacuating the city immediately if this is a threat.
Arkham Origins enacted a curfew because of a blizzard.
Yeah. The 5th thing, why don't the Justice League have Superman and Green Lantern agree to negotiate with Brainiac off-planet? The 6th thing, the Lantern Corps are supposed to watch over the universe, yet they never notice this giant skull ship entering Earth's system. I think that's kind of a nitpick, but I think the other point that we brought up about if the Lantern Corps doesn't know, that about Brainiac at all, that should be even more reason for them to think it's a potential threat. Yeah. The 7th thing is Wonder Woman says to Flash that she doesn't know what to do, yet she knows about the Batcave with Kryptonite and Sinestro tech.
Yep.
The 8th thing, Wonder Woman is literally sitting in the Watchtower while Barry is fighting Green Lantern Amazing Lucas, and the city is being invaded. So instead of going out there and trying to save civilians and help civilians or help Barry fight Green Lantern, she's sitting in the Watchtower doing nothing.
Assuming Green Lantern Corps is like the comics, by the way, where's John's buddy? Because Earth has 2 Green Lanterns.
Yeah. Now go through the rest of the Argus stuff.
Is Hal Jordan established in this universe?
He's in another universe in the game. Yeah, he's
okay. But yeah,
if we assume that unless they say it in the game, because they probably are that.
Oh my god! I just thought of something else. What? Why doesn't fucking John Stewart call up some other Lanterns, especially if they don't know what this kind of threat is? Well, this could be a potential threat to the whole universe.
Like,
he did.
It doesn't even.
No. I'm saying for him to call them to come help with this too. Not just ask them information.
You don't even have to do that. Sector 2814 is supposed to have 2 Green Lanterns. No, it has 4. It has 4 because it's 2 per sector except Earth. Earth has 4.
You could just say that's an adaptation thing, right? It's like
here's the thing: it doesn't even matter because
but if we assume it's like that, and they're probably stupid enough to say that it is.
Well, here's the thing, right? The fact of the matter is that if it's unknown and John Stewart doesn't know about it, he would immediately have to ask his fellow Lantern Corps, "Hey, do you know this? What information do you have on this?" Because they could have information that confirms or denies if this is a friendly or if it's not. That could be an immediate answer. And if they don't know, that draws immediate suspicion because, okay, so we watch over the universe, we don't even have a clue what this thing is, and they should at least be in the know on it. Because if something goes wrong, then shit. They're left with nothing.
The Guardians hate unknowns, so they'd be on that shit immediately.
Exactly. Even he says, John Stewart, you're all about order and stuff. Like, this unknown thing, like, that should be ringing alarms. Like, the Guardians should be like, yeah, we're going to send some Lanterns to back you up on this because we don't know this unidentified, like, threat, potentially.
And, like, when they go on the ship, they would easily just find out, yeah, something's fucking wrong here. And when he goes on the ship, he'd immediately just call his buddies. He'd call them up. Once it goes wrong, he'd call it up. So, completely ridiculous there. And I think that basically covers what's wrong with these audio logs here. Do we need to go through the rest? I don't think we need to go through the rest. I
What
think
about
we should go.
the Deadshot stuff?
The Deadshot one, it goes more like it basically contradicts everything with what he's going on in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
we can get into Deadshot's character right now, if you want.
I guess yeah. If we want to just talk about how much he works as a character, yeah. So
How much he doesn't?
yeah, how much he doesn't work as a character. Excuse me. You know, yeah. Collins, go first.
We'll play the audio logs.
All right.
What the hell were you doing?
To get the other guy. This man was dangerous. Long as he was out there, none of you would.
He was dangerous. You two blasted holes up through Midtown and then some.
I was looking out for my kid. Space Force.
I don't think you were looking out for anyone but yourself, Merc. Deadshot might have
Should've
been a
said
pro
Pimpin',
killer,
not Merc.
but this is murder.
I am Deadshot, asshole. That's my name.
Floyd Lawton, huh? You're not the Deadshot on my rap sheets. Whoever you are, you're petty. And you're done.
So, they say you're Deadshot. At least you think you're Deadshot. That why they locked you up in here?
Whatever, man.
Think you mean whoever.
Funny.
It is funny. The lab at Arkham ran full forensics when they brought you in. Your prints say you're Deadshot.
You still there?
DNA does too.
Yeah, we're just listening.
I'm gonna drop the audio. It's a little quiet for me.
Yeah.
Different shade of Deadshot. I'm a different shade of Lucas. I'm Keemstar.
Look, buddy, this thing's a mystery to me too. One I plan to work out. Just tell me when I get to see my daughter.
Not for a long time, man. You hurt a lot of folks out there. Hell, you killed that other Deadshot. You're a long way off
Oh
privileges.
no, so he is dead.
Never mind parole. You're going
I
into
thought that was just a fake leak, and then no, he is dead. Okay, cool. Fuck.
Zoe, listen.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That one was
I
cool.
never should have made you a part of this. I know that. That's mine, okay? And there's some jobs you can't walk away from, Z. And this was one of them. That man, he thought he was me. Out there using my name, my rep, everything I worked for, everything I built. And I couldn't let him take it away. When you were born, Deadshot was done. Then this guy comes along using that name, bringing the heat back on me. On us.
Now.
And that's it, Z.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah, I need to talk.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to go over the whole everything we wrote down,
That
yeah,
is so
go ahead.
fucking ridiculous. So, when you were born, Deadshot was done. It's like, obviously, yeah, he has a kid to look after. He can't afford to be going to prison. He can't afford any more trouble. That's why he gave it up. Like, okay, that makes sense. But then, when some guy takes his name, he's like, oh, fuck this. He threatened us. He's like, how does that threaten either of you? That makes no fucking sense.
Because in the Arkham verse, they can't tell white people from black.
Just report him. Just report him. What are you talking about?
It's even funnier because he says it's bringing the heat back on me, despite the fact this fake
He's
Deadshot
white.
went to Arkham.
Well, here's the thing.
Second of all, he went to Arkham City, and Jon Stewart literally says, "You're not the Deadshot on my rap sheet." So they think it's a different guy. So how's the heat going back on him?
Exactly.
Yeah, if this
doesn't make any sense.
Here's the thing: if this heat was going to go on him, it would have been like since Arkham Origins or even Blackgate, because he gets caught in those two games, but nothing happens.
Exactly, and you want to know
even Arkham City. I want to point this out too. Like with the dialogue, it's been mentioned that he's fought, like in Arkham City, Batman's fought with Deadshot numerous times, and he has a crime database on him. So if this really was like a problem with like getting the heat on him, they would have brought in this other Floyd line as well. There was something suspicious going on, but that didn't happen clearly.
Exactly, and here's the thing, right? He would have to know that this white Deadshot was fucking arrested and was getting.
Can I point out something that's really stupid?
Me first, sir. Me first, Collins.
Oh, okay.
He killed him, so that means this is after Arkham Origins, after Arkham City. After he got arrested before, after he got in fights with Batman before, And he
Yeah.
knows
Well,
the
arrested in
reason
Origins.
the reason he quit being Deadshot was because he had a kid to look after and he didn't want to get caught in the crossfire. So the fact that this motherfucker thinks that he's actually bringing heat back onto him, the fact that he decided to go after him instead of letting the heat stay on White Deadshot, which he knew would happen. He knew he would just keep getting caught over and over and over again. Instead of letting that happen, he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna nearly level the city to take this guy out. This dumb motherfucker.
Can I just point out the fact that why is he admitting to the cops that he's the real Deadshot? That puts even more time on his fucking rap sheet.
Exactly. Because now they're gonna look into his like past whatever.
I would
he
even
did.
argue that's like just okay. So if you don't want to be in jail because of your daughter, I would even argue that's close to character assassination for him because that just completely goes against what you want.
I'm calling it such. This whole escapade that he did, that is character assassination.
Well, okay, yeah. And then do you want to read out the rest of the shit in the doc with like just how he has no arc or character growth from this?
Before you do that, can I ask? Before you do that, can I ask? How did you nearly level the city when the fight was between two guys who used wrist guns?
I think
Deadshot doesn't use like explosives or anything. He just uses bullets.
He might have.
My guess.
I mean, he could have. It doesn't really matter. All that we know is they leveled the city. It's whatever.
My guess is maybe he happened to shoot like an oil tanker or some shit. And then,
yeah, that could have happened.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, yeah, he's just refusing to take accountability for his wrongdoings and his failings to be there for his daughter, which, like, the thing that he even did in the first place is so out of character, because, like, that puts you away from your daughter, and he should know that. So I don't know what was going.
Stupid.
It's
I don't
so
know why
ridiculous.
they didn't just stick with conventional
Yeah,
Deadshot, which is that he just keeps being Deadshot even though he has a daughter.
Yeah, keep in mind, like in the game, they explore like, oh, like he gets angry, he shoots out like a Green Lantern, like one of those fucking figures or whatever, Green Lantern when they're in the stadium. Like, they do that, but it's like the game rewards. It's like, oh, he gets Green Lantern for being a dick who separated from his daughter. It's like, no, you were stupid. You got yourself caught, and the game celebrates you killing Green Lantern for no reason. Like, his character work isn't earned or anything.
Yeah. This is the thing. There's no arc. There's no character work done at all to explore anything about him as a character. And this is just true for all of the characters in this game.
Well, SK, that's not true. They do explore how stupid he is.
That's true. Yeah. 99% of character interactions are just shit talk. I'm not kidding. It's mostly
so
shit
bad.
talk. It is not. There's no character work done. You look at the Suicide Squad. The first
2016.
scene. Even that one, yeah, but I was talking about James Gunn's. The beginning of the film, you have him having an intense conversation with his daughter. That right there from the jump, that's already character work. You're already doing something there.
Bloodsport's way better. Bloodsport's great.
I just want to. Yeah, I want to point out, even if you want to just, it's like an action shooter, not meant to be taken serious. Even 2016, which has a similar like genre, they have they have sort of a serious conversation in the bar after, I think, close to the third act.
Yep.
Where they
Just
go
more than this game gave us. And like King Shark, we can talk about King Shark too in the movie. In the movie, he actually has sincere conversations about where he is in life. We actually see some kind of progression in him socializing with all those people.
Liam has said this before. Why didn't they get a different Deadshot?
Yeah.
The Arkham recordings make sense, like in nearly all the games.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as for bringing in Death, I know that him and Deadshot like completely differently, but also Deathstroke is seen to be a far more professional and deadly assassin than Deadshot.
That's what I was thinking. I was talking about from a conceptual level, like why not just do Bloodsport, because Bloodsport is very similar. But now that you brought it up from like a narrative, like plot hole level, yeah, why didn't they bring in Deathstroke?
No, I agree with you.
We'll get to that point later.
Yeah, because I actually do have a point to bring up with that, actually.
Deathstroke is part of Task Force X, by the way. It was canonized in Arkham Origins. Why do I not remember this part? I swear I was here when we started it.
So I want to mention right from the jump, why is there only 4 squad members? Where's Killer Croc, Crane for his fear gas, Firefly, Deathstroke, like
no, Scarecrow would actually be pretty useless.
No. I mean for his gas.
No, his fear gas.
Well,
Fear
yeah,
gas
but I
would
don't.
just
I don't
die.
think fear gas would work on Brainiac people. It would just be kind of weird.
I mean, they could use it
It's
against the
like-
League.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could work.
That would be a really bad idea.
And they try it. They try it.
I'm just saying, like, because they are fighting off an invasion, fear toxin isn't particularly
you
practical.
I guess that's fair, but like
It's
doesn't
not
excuse the
mustard
other
gas.
ones.
It's
Doesn't
not like
excuse-
mustard gas in World War One, because mustard gas kills people.
Mustard
Yeah.
Man.
I just want to point out.
by the way,
Well,
he'd
I
be
just
a great
wanna-
counter to Green Lantern.
Wait, no! Actually, they could have Scarecrow. Scarecrow's a chemist. Just make fear toxin that kills people.
True, yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to point out
Oh, god.
the only defenses that I've heard for the I wrote this down. The only defense that I've heard for like why is Killer Croc not here, Scarecrow, Firefly, Deathstroke, etc. The only defense I've heard is that they could have died because Waller says that that the Suicide Squad was the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive, but that doesn't work because why doesn't Brainiac have any of those people mind controlled? Green Lantern literally tells us that Brainiac is looking for metahumans. And the only other defense that I can think of is like Waller might have sent them through like an air transportation to reach the city, but that just makes Waller look like a complete and utter brainlet.
Yeah.
Well, that's
There's
kind of
also
consistent
no
at
way
this
you are-
point.
there's also no way you
I
are
guess it is
genuinely-
consistent at this point. Waller's just stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's
there's
the
no
thing,
way.
here's
There's
the-
no way Killer Croc and Deathstroke that if they can't get in, these guys can either.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There's no way you can convince me that these four morons made it in, but the guy who can go toe to toe with Batman can't. That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Here's another thing.
Remember,
like, this is-
Deathstroke is smart enough to lead the
Yeah,
militia
yeah.
if they don't have Jason. He's not
Yeah,
as
here's
good
the-
at it, but he can still do it.
Yeah, he can still do it. Here's the other thing. It's like with James Gunn, Suicide Squad, they're sending another team. Like, why would there just be one team of Task Force X? Jesus.
Well, no,
Why not send multiple?
in James Gunn, it actually made sense. They were only supposed to send one team.
I know, but, like, if you're
the
going
second
to-
team is actually a plot hole. But here, yeah, why don't they send in multiple teams?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Doesn't make any sense.
Why don't they back up the squad with soldiers? Because we know they have Rick Flag.
Or drones. Something.
That too.
I would be happy to introduce myself.
That won't be necessary.
Actually, you know what? Why doesn't Waller get Riddler and force him to build battle robots?
I
Riddler's
guess
out of jail.
Yeah, Riddler's out of jail, and he hacked the bombs, I guess. So that I don't.
And
think
he's in
that-
Metropolis. And he's
out
in
of- How did he get out of jail?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's just the only answer.
Let's
Still
see.
can't believe they did that Arkham callback. That pisses me off.
Maybe he got out. Yeah, maybe he got out for good behavior or some shit. I don't know.
Injector from our friends at LexCorp.
So this right
Your
here.
target's neck, and it's good night. You want this to be where you take your last breath?
Oh, also, why doesn't Batman tell Brainiac to go to Arkham Asylum to get the metahumans? He's looking for metahumans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and to note, this is the main plot of this game. That's 3 weeks after the invasion.
Mm-hmm.
No? Then help me. I only need... As for the other three, you are dead already.
So this is the test that she's doing. One of you gets this, and you have to inject it into people's backs. And if you don't, then if you lose this, you die. Now this is a stupid as hell test to ever do with these four, and here's why. Let's skip ahead.
I feel like there's going to be a very obvious victor in this fight.
There is going to be a very obvious victor, but here's the. I think we should just.
But he
explain the
doesn't win
problem.
because he doesn't win.
I think we
What?
should just explain the problem through just showing what happens, right? So,
Yeah.
King Shark crushes these three, bites them. And then,
he just
You're
falls
down
on
3
them and he's
people.
so fat they die.
exactly. The fucking frame. Yeah, King Shark should absolutely be dominating this fight. There's no excuse for it whatsoever.
We're gonna have a test based on wrestling. Who's gonna win? Dumbass 1, Dumbass 2, Dumbass 3, or big super strength shark guy?
Exactly.
Man, I wonder. I just can't figure it out.
Look at this.
Literally, look
He's
at it right
rabbit.
now. Look
He's
at them
rabbit.
right now. What is stopping King Shark from ragdoll? Like, what is stopping him from doing what Hulk does to Loki in Avengers 1?
Yeah, but instead of slamming him against the ground, slam him against the 2 other people that are on the ground.
Literally, knock them out.
Yeah. And then, right there, he's got
Look
all
at
of
he
them
literally
grabbed.
is bullying them.
He's literally bullying them.
He could literally, granted, he has the leap ability in canon. That's not gameplay. In canon, he could just jump up and make them all bang their heads against the ceiling.
Oh god.
Alright, right here. How is he has the injector in his hand. How is Harley's tiny self pulling his super strength finger behind?
Because Harley's better than everyone. She made better fear toxin, and she's better than Batman. Because Harley's better than everyone.
Yeah, this makes negative sense right here. King Shark, once he has the injector...
We're talking about someone. Oh, hold on. We're talking about someone who, late in literally 10 minutes, gets stabbed in the back and doesn't even feel it.
Yeah.
And that's who these people are doing anything to right now.
Yeah, like this is ridiculous. Like imagine if you had Killer Croc holding something very tight in his hand, and you had Harley Quinn just opening up with the finger like that.
We literally can't imagine that. That's how you die in the Arkham Asylum boss fight. He's so strong you can't escape, and he drags you underwater and he eats you.
Exactly.
Thank you, Apple.
Like it's so stupid. This is why Batman wouldn't fight King Shark like this, because he would just fucking dominate you. So, somehow King Shark lost the injector. Oh, so he's stepping on him. Or, no, that's Harley. Not
Stepping on Harley.
Yeah. Right there. He's about to jump on them.
They just all die.
Yeah.
Okay, way better.
Take into account King Shark thinks he's about to die right now.
Yeah, so he would go full blast on them.
Well, if he thinks they're all gonna die, I don't know why he didn't just kill them.
Exactly. He could just bite them.
Which, I mean, I think we all know he would bully all of them.
He has the injector again.
He has it again, but then he's about to lose it. He somehow lost it.
Loses it again. Somehow loses it.
But wait, if you inject a bomb directly into their brain, you're just gonna fucking... That's... What?
I think it's just in, outside of their skull.
Well, oh my
that's
god,
not how
here's
that
another
works.
problem. What if they inject it wrongly?
Like where?
If you do it in the wrong place of the body. If it's pointed inaccurately.
Well, no, then it would just detonate and they would bleed out and die horribly. It would just take longer. But, injecting it directly into Deadshot's brain, I feel like they should have just lobotomized him. It just it's literally 5 Nights at Freddy's. It's just a bomb of 87.
Oh, what's up, Skid? Skid said, is anyone going to talk about how bad the music is? I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it.
I actually
The music
like a lot
is
of the music.
good, but then it's bad at it's really weird. It gets it can have some really good tracks, but then it could be the most loud, obnoxious piece of shit you ever heard.
Yeah,
I'm
it's way
expecting
too
this
tryhardy.
Waller, you're a dumbass, with all due respect.
And I wonder why.
Yeah.
Skid just said, is Waller the amazing Lucas's mom?
Mrs. Lucas.
Let's get your grandma's in this game.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Amanda Lucas.
Wow.
Everyone's a backstabber.
Yeah. Everyone's a backstabber. We're about to see it.
A mind game.
Wait, why was Captain Boomerang in Arkham?
Well,
I have no clue.
heads are better than one. Where we go?
Deadshot I understand because they think he's crazy because he keeps saying that he is Deadshot when there's the white one.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe just he's a crazy Australian, I guess.
Skid said that would explain
No,
Lucas's
his voice is so bad. They sent him to Arkham so they could.
I
get
think
him
it's
stopped.
because hold on. I think it's because Batman would that's why he sends them to Arkham Asylum in the first place. He genuinely wants all of these people to get help, so he probably just tells the League yeah, put everyone in Arkham Asylum.
Well, no, because he doesn't send everyone there. He sent Bane to Blackgate.
Did he?
Yes.
In what? In Origins?
Well, that, but also Asylum. Remember, Asylum, he was in Blackgate, but Joker arranged it so that there was damage to Blackgate, and they had to transfer Bane to Asylum, to Arkham Island.
Huh.
Asylum is actually for either the mentally ill, or they just send people with crazy superpowers, as because Asylum is like Arkham Island is like a shitty, neglectful supermax prison, but they don't send everyone there. Black Mask doesn't go there. Black Mask goes to Blackgate. So does Bane. And Catwoman goes to Blackgate too.
Okay.
They geared us up to take on an army.
Wait. Is that big dropkick driving the flaming train?
I am not. I have never traveled by train before.
So the train, no driver whatsoever.
You jinxed it.
Is it a robot train?
You'll find out.
He's not old. He looks younger than you do.
Sharkman, pull that brake lever.
So he's pulling the brakes. He breaks the brakes.
I just want to point out how stupid this is.
Just see. Just look. Let it happen. So they could have died from that.
Alright, now let me say my point. Waller puts her team in a speeding train while they're knocked out. That could kill them if they don't wake up. And Waller gave the squad C4 in the train. So if the train crashes, so if the train crash doesn't kill them, the C4 sure as hell might. She's a good.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Blunt Impact will set off C4 because you can light it on fire and it won't go off.
Well, if there's an explosion.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyways, she's a complete moron for putting them on this train without telling them anything or preparing them for the situation they're about to go into.
Yeah. Like you almost just killed your team for no reason.
Yeah. I also want to point out how King
Also,
Shark's
there's
able to
literally
break.
There's steam all over.
King Shark's able to break a metal pipe, not even trying.
Yep.
Loses to these dinguses.
Yep.
Hey, hold up, big man.
What is it?
Can you feel that?
Feel what?
Oh, those are tattoos on his arms. Okay.
Doesn't feel him literally getting stabbed in the back.
Old school. Guess Miss Off the Books got something to tell us.
Or she made us a mixtape.
Shut the fuck up, Harley.
But,
why is that what you give the squad? Why do you not prep them on this before they get on the train?
What if the tape got
Play it
destroyed?
on a loudspeaker.
Yeah, what if the tape got destroyed?
Yeah. What if King Shark sat on it?
It's just that. Oh, it's not
Okay,
hard.
comms. Oh, she just said comms don't function that deep underground. So prep them before they get on the train, you idiots!
I'm pretty sure they do in this universe. Doesn't
Write a
Batman
note.
uses comms at deep in Arkham Island?
Write a note.
Oh no! But remember, Argus apparently is better tech than Batman.
Maybe that's why the Suicide Squad is so dumb in this game. They kept lobotomizing each other with brain bombs.
Security prison.
Because in other stuff, like in the 2 Suicide Squad movies, you put them in the neck.
So, right off the bat, why is there a Speed Force gauntlet in this public Hall of Justice museum?
Yeah. Even if you want to say, oh, it's closed, it's not rigged, bro.
Well, let's just read out the points. So, like, 1, why does the museum have working tech that can be stolen behind glass? It even has a Speed Force gauntlet. Why aren't these replicas so nobody could possibly steal them?
Yeah, why don't they just do the Thor thing where they just make fake relics?
Yeah,
Actually, no, that's a red.
Well, the 8th thing is the Justice League don't clear the museum and other bases and Batcaves from resources that could be used against them.
Why didn't Brainiac give Batman the Speed Force gauntlet?
That's another one of our points. Why doesn't Batman implement the Speed Force gauntlets? Yeah, why isn't that one? Like, he literally already has gauntlets on his suit. Why doesn't he implement the Speed Force gauntlet into it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Stupid.
Quite stupid. So, the Green Lucas is showing up.
The Bald Lantern.
Yeah.
The Bald Lantern.
Right here.
So establish that we should establish right here that he's able to easily capture all of the with power. This is
Right here, it establishes very clearly, you cannot escape Green Lantern. You can't escape
Ayo,
Lucas
it's
right
the
here.
amazing Lucas. Nobody can escape Lucas, SK. Nobody.
How's it going, Pimpin? How's it going?
How's it going, Pimpin?
Look who finally showed up. Look who finally showed up.
Look at here. It's the cowardly jailbirds. It's the cowardly jailbirds.
They gotta do something about security at Arkham.
Amazing Lucas and Brandon Tatum.
They gotta do something about these white beta males coming to my goddamn disagreement days.
Let's walk and talk.
Maybe that's why the Suicide Squad can't be infected by Brainiac. It's because they haven't fucked at least 3 bitches today, so they're not worthy.
What? By the way, what is Lantern's design right now? Why does he look like he's wearing a
like
bath
it's a
towel?
thing, but I don't think it's
Because he is.
That is definitely what Lucas would do if he was a Green Lantern.
He would give himself hair with the Green Lantern ring.
He would have green hair.
Green hair and a green ass.
All right, wait. We have to touch up on something really important that he just said.
3 weeks now?
3 weeks.
Go back. Let's
He has been infected. Green Lantern and listen. Hold on. Green Lantern has been infected for 3 weeks, and this invasion has been going on for likely a bit more time than that because it takes a little bit of time for Brainiac to infect the Justice League members.
3 weeks.
Okay, massive issues with that. That means that Wonder Woman knew where Sinestro Corps rings and Kryptonite was for 3 weeks, over 3 weeks, and does not grab a single one of those countermeasures or attempt to fight. Literally, because the only League members.
Something better.
Hold on, wait. Let me just.
You're gonna like this. You're gonna like
Okay,
this. John
okay.
Stewart has been missing for 3 weeks, and the Guardians didn't check to see what happened.
The Guardians
Oh
are
my
like,
god,
yeah,
that's
on the
so
back.
bad. That's really bad.
Well, what I was gonna say is that Wonder Woman. Hold on. Well, Wonder Woman and Flash don't attempt to fight the Justice League at any point within that 3 week span.
They let people die.
And the only people that are active is Green Lantern and Batman right now. She's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
This is really bad.
Yeah.
By the
Liam,
way-
you were wait, hold on, pause for a second, Liam. What were you saying?
what were you saying?
They cut Green Lantern, bro. They cut Green Lantern.
Oh, okay.
Were you saying they wouldn't care about John Stewart?
Well, yeah, he's the minority. Why would they care?
Unironically, though, one of the
Wait, the black one's missing?
Oh yeah, that's another
next.
thing. This is what I mean by
Unironically,
lack
one
The
of
race-
self-awareness.
The Green Racist Corps.
Wait, Collins, they literally wrote in
Guardians of
in the
Racism.
character bio that Green Lantern's one of the good ones. That John Stewart's
One of the good. Oh yeah. Do we want to pull that up? The Green Lantern bio.
Do you want to read it? You can read it out loud right now.
Okay, I'll read the Wonder Woman one too, because that one's also funny.
Yeah, I could read the Wonder Woman one.
This is what I
Okay.
mean by like them lacking in self-awareness in the things that they say.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Paragon showed me this. It was really fucking funny, but it reminds me of like KFC putting out the Black Lives Matter thing, and then they show like a fucking chicken drumstick.
Yeah, it was
In a
it was
tweet.
when BLM was a big thing, and it's like, we hear you and we stand with you, and it's like a drumstick, and the shadow of the drumstick is the BLM fist.
Okay,
Like, I don't think
so
people know
this, so hold on, so this line of dialogue is from the man himself, Floyd, no Mayweather. So, if you can see it all on the screen. Look, I barely even know the guy past reputation. Architect and Marine. Probably was an honor student. Wholesome all-American. White picket fence type stuff. Kind of guy that makes you think, oh, that's one of the good ones. That's before getting some alien jewelry and becoming a space cop. Shouldn't he have been on, like, Mars or something? Some distant planet? Not in Gotham interrupting my business? Man, I don't know what you want me to say here. I guess he's a good role model for the kids if you want your kids to grow up being know-it-all narcs. So we've already went over the problems with the lack of self-awareness and accountability with Deadshot and him being a moron, right? So this game...
Talking about the lack of accountability and self-awareness for having a black cop and going, yeah, he's one of the good ones.
Well, that they try to paint Green Lantern out as if he's like a bad guy for this. It's like, yeah, man, I stopped you from leveling the city and stopped the year-long known assassin. Yeah, I'm such a bad guy. What a terrible hero. What a shitty organization.
As we go through this, while it is fucking funny to think about Lucas saying all of this, while that makes it really funny, what is the point of this whole tour?
Oh yeah.
The disagreement tour?
I guess it's decided to see metahumans or like super soldiers, I guess.
His legs look like shit from the back. It's so distracting.
Mr. Lantern, sir,
Why does he need to give them this? Okay, so if he wants to take them to the ship, right? Why can't he just like... Literally, why can't he just take them to the ship and explain this to them later? Why does he need to explain this to them? What is the point of this?
Well, in fairness, it is consistent in Lucas's character to be arrogant and stupid all the time. I'm sorry.
Well, and then like later, let's just let it play out. Let it play out.
I want you to see this. Pay attention.
When you think of Lucas, this makes it so funny.
I want you to see this. This is innovation, guys. I also hate how generic the alien designs are.
Innovation.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
He starts monologuing.
You're searching for stragglers, augmenting Brainiac's army.
Someone said he's just doing recon and he'd take them with him. One, he's doing recon, yes, but he just found metahumans. That's part of his recon. He just said Brainiac is looking for metahumans, so he should be taking them to the ship right now. But instead, what he does is goes on this roof, instead of talking while just flying to the ship, and stops them here. You know why they made him do this? So that the Flash can show up. But there's problems even when the Flash shows up.
Oh boy. Especially with what we saw in the recording.
Yeah.
Then I'm coming for you. Yeah? Maybe I'll tell him I only found 3 metas. And 1 dead body.
Also, why does Green Lantern think they're metas?
Why does he think they're metas?
It's just King Shark. It's just King Shark.
What? It's fucking simple.
Alright.
Flash, stop the talk. He pulls a CW Flash and stops the talk.
No, not only that, but pause for a second. In hindsight, we now know that Wonder Woman throughout all this time was in the
she's in the Watchtower.
We're all just doing this. Why doesn't she trying to fight Green Lantern?
No, Sharon, she's in the Watchtower. Fuck that. Just teleport them.
Yeah.
Well, also, we gotta add to this, right? So when she said that Barry Allen, when she noticed that Barry accessed the thing, that was when Captain Boomerang had cut off his finger. So, key point, she's just in the Watchtower. Now, if someone wants to say the reason Wonder Woman isn't backing Barry here against Green Lantern is because she's saving civilians, no, she's not.
Yeah, if anything, it's just the Flash who's trying to save people while she's out in the Watchtower. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why doesn't Flash communicate with Wonder Woman that he's fighting Green Lantern for help?
Yeah. and he doesn't even get the drop on him.
No, he does get the drop on him, but he's stupid and he stops the talk instead of just unloading a barrage of punches into his face.
Yep.
You know, that's just what I...
Oh, and they also established at the museum that Flash can phase and go invisible.
He can go invisible?
Yes, they showed it. He phased and went
How does
invisible.
he go
He's able to go very fast.
To be fair, I'll be fair. Actually, I'll be fair to that point. If Green Lantern scales to him in speed and can perceive Flash in a fight, he could probably see through the invisibility.
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm saying when he gets the drop on him, just even more reason.
Yeah.
And they get their asses saved because of that.
Send us assistance. Green Lantern.
You put a target on our backs, Waller. Green Lantern would have killed our asses if the Flash didn't show up.
There's also a big, giant spaceship that keeps.
More reason why you should have more like members of Task Force X, but no, just 4.
Already stolen traversal equipment. You'll need it to stay off the streets.
So they've stolen the traversal equipment so she remarks on that, but that implies that they didn't actually brief them on the equipment they were going to be using.
Big invasion. Crime's on a break.
Did you get the memo? I don't think you did.
Barry, you gonna listen to me next time? You gonna listen to me next time?
You gonna listen to me next time, Barry? You gonna listen to me next time?
Yeah, so right here, he can go giant. He could have punched a fucking hole through Brainiac's ship once things were wrong. Once he knew things were wrong.
No, but let's all go in.
I thought that was just a construct.
It is a construct, but like he can do this type of thing, and we also saw that King Shark could make a massive hole in Brainiac's like shield. So,
yeah.
Wait, what?
With a shark.
Yeah, with a shark.
Mm-hmm.
So
he could have made missiles.
no, but let's all go in the ship at the same time so we can all get captured in a trap because it's obviously not a trap. Why would it be a trap? Good faith argumentation.
Dumbass man's good faith argument.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna walk through a landmine in good faith.
Yeah.
You mean a landfield? Like a minefield?
Nah, just a landmine.
So, something that absolutely needs to be mentioned is the fact that the Speed Force Gauntlet is being used to track down the Flash's location. And that is what Boomerang is about to use in order to predict where he goes. Now, here's the problem. If
Not
they're
predicts.
using-
It's not a prediction. He knows. He
Yeah,
knows where he
knows.
is. He has
He
a
knows.
tracker on the Flash.
He has a tracker on the Flash because they have the Speed Force Gauntlet. So if you lose the Flash and you don't know how he escaped from the ship, why doesn't the Justice League get the Speed Force Gauntlet and then track the Flash like that? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
And I guess Green Lantern just disappeared even though he's not out of the fight.
Oh yeah, that's also something we have to mention. He just critically injured Flash and then just disappeared. And now another thing we have to mention: Brainiac's goodbye. He literally critically injured Flash and just said goodbye.
Goodbye.
So Brainiac's troops show up and they have comms, and they're also part of the subsumed intelligence. Yeah, they're being spawned in specifically for this. They would know Flash is on this roof. And guess what? Green Lantern doesn't show up. Brainiac doesn't freeze them because Brainiac has the ability. This is another thing we just have to mention real quick. At the end of the game, Brainiac freezes the squad in place. Just out of nowhere, out of the blue, just does it. That means that he can do that at any single point in this game's story and teleport them to his ship. And he never does it. Not a single point. That one problem alone brings this story down to like a 5.
Yeah. And this is not the only problem.
Don't
And
you
we're
just-
just
I
talking about the
have to point
freezing.
out, don't you guys just love how they send them out in a hostile invaded city, and they give them armored
Guns.
jumpsuits? Only one of them has any form of body armor.
Oh
Deadshot has a Kevlar vest, and the rest of them are just t-shirts.
Yeah.
Well, the other problem here is, so right now, Batman is sitting in some random museum instead of trying to capture the Flash, which would be their top priority right now. Capturing the fucking Flash, and Batman's just chilling in some random museum, just killing random civilians.
I have to point out, by the way, real quick, because Amanda just said that, I want to point out, she's like, oh yeah, I'll kill you, like 16 times in this game, and it's like, when you keep telling me that, and it never happens, it's kind of an empty threat at this point. It's just really lame dialogue.
The woman who cried, "I'll kill you." Literally.
I know we've established this, but he could have gone to the bank as well later on in the game. He could have gotten the other equipment.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
Don't sweat it. Batman doesn't kill people.
This
Batman
right here is
killed
key because she thinks that Batman murdered the Joker. She's changed her mind on that and now believes that Joker is, fuck the Joker. No, it doesn't matter. She moved on from him.
Actually, SK, hang on. Wouldn't that be blatant character assassination? Why would she change her mind on that at all?
They don't
Firstly,
explain.
but especially after Night, where she basically thinks that Batman killed the other Joker patients. Why would she change her mind on that?
There's no reason ever given.
Harley believes that Batman doesn't kill. They say it in the bio. I think what you're saying is not important because her thinking that Batman doesn't kill and acknowledging that he's given all of his villains a chance and never killed them despite all they've done, and she thinks she's a good guy now or a softie on the inside or he's just too good, makes it even worse that she's just happy about killing him.
Mercilessly shoots him in the face.
Well, and
The
she
only reason,
mocks his
hold on, the
trauma
only
before
reason,
doing it.
yeah, she mocks his trauma while doing it, but the only reason she was ever mad at Batman was because she thought that, or because she was being manipulated by Joker, and she thought that Batman killed Joker. But after she's not mad about Joker and realizes that Batman doesn't kill people, what's the reason you're mad at Batman?
There's no reason.
I mean, it's just a stupid plot. Like, it's generally, like, one credit you always gotta give to when they make Harley a really cringe anti-hero is that she's fine with Batman, because obviously she realizes she was a villain. Like, you can't have her not be with him and also not like Batman. It just doesn't work.
What's up, Shadow?
I'm going to fear multi-takedown him now.
Yeah, he should be fear multi-takedowning them right now. You're done. Alright, right now, it's dark. Right now.
Alright,
Right
we
now.
have to bring up the other issue. Hold on, we'll bring it up. Yeah. So, yeah, Batman... Okay, that just acknowledges to Batman, yes, Flash is here. And instead of teleporting Flash away right now, risking him waking up and running away, he's just an idiot. He takes down the squad first instead of waiting for them to split up and then just taking Flash.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Which he could easily do. He has the voice synthesizer. He has.
But another
memories.
point I want to bring up, right? Another point I want to bring up is the fact that since he doesn't just do that with Flash, he would be scanning them with detective vision with the lights out right now and looking at them in stealth. He would see the nanite bombs injected in them, and he should be hacking them. Riddler can do it. Batman should easily be able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because remember, he was able to hack those drones with the militia, so he was able to make them
don't
blow
even
up.
reference that. We know he's better than Riddler because the Batmobile race courses, he steals those codes by hacking Riddler.
Yeah.
So he's better than Riddler, and Riddler hacked the bombs.
Batman consistently outsmarts Riddler in every single field of intelligence and knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's also able to decrypt Tiger encryption and Arkham Knight Militia encryption.
Which is specifically trained to go against
Which
what
is
his
literally
tactics.
anti-Batman encryption.
Yeah. Those are smoke, doesn't take them out, doesn't teleport Flash, doesn't do anything, doesn't kill them in stealth. Did we already bring that up? Yeah, when he knocks them out. So he knocks out. Yeah, so he kills every single cop and security guard in this museum. But with the Suicide Squad, they get special treatment for reasons.
Wait,
He doesn't just.
why are there even still guards in this museum? Why aren't they evacuated?
Why isn't he hacked their communications?
That's a good
Let's.
question.
And Batman is literally, it's a staple of his character at this point. He immediately hacks everyone's comms if he's going against them in the Arkhamverse.
In the Arkham games, he does it at the beginning of every game. He hacks the
Are you
Arkham Knight's militia's comms before he even knows that they're the. He literally just
Arkham
sees a
Knight's
random
literally.
militia,
You
he's
are
like, I'm gonna hack this now.
You are listening, right, Batman?
Yeah, he knows he's gonna do it. There's literally a plot point based on the fact that he just always immediately does it.
And it's like that leads me to question: like, did they replay the Arkham games before?
You are listening to me,
going into
Pepin.
this?
You are listening.
I don't want to. I don't want to replay Arkham games and stuff like that.
I'm willing to bet it literally was like the Halo show where they were just like, no, don't consume the material we're basing it off of.
What we gotta add is that Batman, if he's under Brainiac's control, has no reason not to carry guns with him. He just needs to pull out a pistol, shoot them all in the head.
And if your defense is Batman doesn't need guns, okay, so if he doesn't need guns, then he should just be fine. He should be killing them
Even if
anyway.
we assume that the mental block against guns is still part of his brain, why doesn't he just rebuild the Batmobile?
Well, also he just
Goodbye.
kills people anyway. So
Why doesn't he have the Batwing patrolling the skies?
Well, yeah, you can at least sort of see through cities because it scans for the cloudburst. So.
I also want to bring up the fact that he one-shots all of them right now. He literally one-shots every single one of them. We already went over the fact that they should be dead, but he doesn't kill them later in the story as well, when he's one-shotting them right now.
Green Lantern, I have the Flash. Your 4 escaped criminals.
So then go get him. Stop. What if he wakes up? If he wakes up, that's bad for you.
Yeah.
They led me right to him.
No, you're right. He is fine.
No.
He's using guns.
Not a threat at all. Still, let their corpses strike fear into those who'd resist.
So we have two statements that Brainiac either wants them captured or killed, and they are never done. They never get that happen to them throughout the course of the game.
Batman is better than all 4 of these people combined, yet he gets captured, but these fucking dumbasses luck their way through the entire story.
And he leaves the squad behind. He leaves them behind.
Why?
I want to kill you. Never mind. I don't want to kill you.
I want to kill you. Never mind. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He literally just pulled on me. He just forgot in the matter of 2 seconds. He was like, I'm gonna kill you. Brainiac, what'd you say? Oh, what was I about to do?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. My bad, I wasn't listening, guys.
Oh, so he trapped you, and yet you're still alive.
Why? Oh yeah. Why didn't we mention? We also didn't mention. Why doesn't Batman just call Green Lantern to come kill them?
Why doesn't he take Boomerang's Speed Force Gauntlet?
Why doesn't he take Boomerang Speed
Or at least
Force
send
Gauntlet?
up some, or at least send like some Brainiac minis.
Yes. Hold on. Why doesn't he confiscate or break any of all of the equipment that they have?
Yeah.
Or just the better yet, kill them! Kill them!
Several years after faking his death, Bruce Wayne finally returned, drawn back to the light by the metahuman superheroes from Metropolis. They asked Batman to join the Justice League. He accepted. And so, the story of Bruce Wayne, the Batman, continues, far from the mean streets of the city that made him.
Sir, are you sure you want to do this? I have to, Alfred. It's the only way to protect them.
The only way to protect them.
Then he does this.
But I changed my mind, Alfred.
Never mind, Alfred, I don't care.
I don't care anymore,
Never mind.
Alfred. If Barbara suffers, if Dick suffers, if Tim suffers, if Fox suffers, if you suffer, I don't care anymore.
Now make me a sandwich, Alfred. I have to fight crime.
My bad. But sir, well, what about the Nightfall Protocol?
I don't
my
care
bad,
about my
Alfred.
family.
Goodbye.
Do you care about my family?
Goodbye.
Family?
my bad, Alfred. I wasn't paying attention.
The Nightfall what?
When Wonder Woman was in the Watchtower 3 weeks later, how the hell does Batman not know that Wonder Woman was in the Watchtower, and why didn't he change the codes for it?
Why didn't the Justice League either take over the Watchtower or just go Brainiac, blow up our Watchtower?
Yeah.
I mean, he could literally hack, like, he could infect the Watchtower and fucking...
satellites.
Yeah. Either steal it or blow it up.
Yeah. So, another thing is, why is the Justice League security thumbprint only? There is tech that can steal people's fingerprints. Stag had better security than this. He uses security that he beat Stag with, even though Stag had a better version of it.
Stag had voice locks and fingerprint locks.
Yeah, and no, not just fingerprint, like your full hand, your
whole hand.
Not just one finger.
Batman literally has gloves that lets him just steal people's handprints. I don't know why he's like, yeah, thumbprint's fine.
Guess Batman and pals turned off all the fun stuff on the way out.
What? What?
Wait, they didn't turn their security on?
What? So they turned off all the fun stuff on their way out. Does that imply that they were actually clearing shit out, but they left the Speed Force Gauntlet and all this?
I
God.
assume in good faith that she means when they went to go see Brainiac.
So they didn't lock their shit up.
No, they didn't turn on their security.
And to stem off from the previous point, and what I mentioned earlier with the fact that the Justice League has very dangerous tech sitting in the Hall of Justice just behind regular glass, This doesn't give me much confidence that they have good security. So if their security is this bad, why in the fuck is one of their bases open to the public? This risks someone who wants to get at the Justice League potentially bombing this building or something of that nature and puts civilian lives at risk.
She's doing the thing she does in the Snyder Cut where she tries to block with style but just doesn't take them out immediately, even though it would be urgent.
I also want to point out how she absolutely bodies the Suicide Squad with like little to no effort, yet they're able to.
None of the others do.
Yeah.
Unmask my insecurities with drink and bad behavior. Oh.
That is never. This is what I mean. There's no character work done for any of this shit. This is never talked about any further. It's just thrown in as a throwaway thing to see they got their own problems, but they do no work with it.
Yeah, it's just a funny lasso of truth joke.
Yeah, like to put it into perspective, right? Let's just say in Spider-Man 2 PS5, Miles' whole thing, like he's like, "I'm mad at Martin Lee because he killed my dad," and that was just a throwaway line. Or Peter, "I haven't gotten over the fact that May died." And they just threw both of those in and did no work with their characters. That is what the equivalent of this is.
They could have made this whole game about Harley, you know, learning to dislike the Joker, because she shouldn't get over it because he died when she still thought he was good. It's weird.
It's you. 4 heads is you. The radio star is on the radio tower. Go to the radio tower. I'm waiting.
Eddie frickin' Nigma.
Okay, so regarding the Riddler, why is he delaying the Suicide Squad when they need to stop Brainiac from taking over the world? He hacks their bombs for like some stupid like races and trophies, and Riddler doesn't even care to like go after Batman or Brainiac, like when he'd want to prove he's intellectually superior.
Yeah, why is he bullying these random dumbasses? He should be trying to prove his intelligence to Batman or Brainiac.
Yeah, this
Like,
is character assassination for Riddler.
It is. And it's like he had a reason the other Arkham games for doing what he did to Batman. Like in Origins, it's to distract him. He wanted to get revenge in City. In Asylum and Knight's more like, you know, I just wanted to mess with Batman.
Well, Knight's kind of revenge too.
Post Origins, Riddler just wants to prove that he's smarter than Batman, and he consistently fails.
Yeah. And now he's trying to mess with these 4 dumbasses that he shouldn't care about.
Also, he's kind of integrated into the plot. Like Scarecrow manipulates him to mess with him at night. It's like he has no reason to be here in this game at all.
Yeah, and he has no reason to stop the people that are stopping what Brainiac's doing.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So the goons are here. That's key. And then... Alright, before I get into this... she shows up, trying to grandstand, act all cool.
Yeah, we know, lady.
Then why are you still in the city? Every minute I waste on you is stolen from the people who truly need my help.
Yeah, so every
Stop
minute I
helping
waste
them.
on you is wasted on the people who truly need my help. And how does she open this interaction? Let's see it. She's just staring at them slowly, and then just flicks blood at them. It's like...
Yeah, she says, like, stop wasting my time, I need to help other people. It's like...
While
stop
she's wasting time.
Well, no, it's not
This
that.
could
It's
also
just-
be a
no,
bad beginning,
Sharon,
really.
shut up. It's just a thing of like, okay, then stop helping them.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I find Harley's, like, fangirlism for Wonder Woman a bit weird.
It's cringe.
It's in the comics too.
Well, it's because Harley's cringe in the comics too.
I guess the main confusion is like, so does she... I guess this is part of her transformation of caring about heroes, but then she doesn't care about the others?
Well, because they're not women.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's just Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman's the best and the greatest and
I would bring you to Hobbs Bay to save the innocents there. If I thought
Then
you
do
hated
it
them.
and stop wasting your
I'll
time.
know better.
Well, she says you don't give a damn.
Leave Metropolis.
So then
just
why
say
you bother?
leave. Just say leave Metropolis while you still can. I'm tired of this. Why did she spend this long conversing? It's like you're in a hurry.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Why does she even care whether or not they leave Metropolis?
I think that part's a bit of a nitpick, but this part's the next big issue, and it's just more plot armor.
He
Grab them.
traps them, but doesn't grab them and send them to the
Capture them and kill them. Capture them or kill them. Capture them or kill them.
Literally one or the
On
other.
second thought, shoot away, Boomerang. I was wondering if I'd see you four again.
Then get him.
Here
Right
I
now.
am, looking for an Amazonian princess, and all I find is America's least wanted.
Wonder Woman's a personal friend. You'll get to her over our dead bodies.
Not mine.
Personal friend. Get to her over dead bodies. Okay.
Don't you dare give in to this asshole, Stark.
Morton? This ain't the fight, mate.
Enhanced interrogation it is. I hope none of you are too attached to
Why do you need enhanced interrogation?
Just bring them on.
Fucking take them to the ship and mind control them. Oh my god. This is another problem with Flash later in the story, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah, and another thing. So he's trying to deal with Wonder Woman at the same time. Why not get Batman and the Flash right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Flash might need prep for Batman.
Oh yeah, Captain Boomerang gives her up there and he's never criticized for it.
Yeah.
Expected about as much. Kind of figured Deadshot would be the one to give it up, though. Well,
Why would he just send Brainiac to take them instead of just taking them himself?
He's lazy.
I'll make sure she's safe.
Well, hello, big boy.
Why is he sending goons? What's the point?
Anyone got a sword?
Wait, like, why can't he just do this?
Yeah.
Because
literally-
Beakus is known to be arrogant and stupid.
Also, why wouldn't he, as soon as he's told where Wonder Woman is, tell the Flash so he goes there and beats her ass because Flash is gonna get there faster than he is.
Yeah. I also got to mention this. I don't think we've touched upon this in full. But Brainiac should be sending his armies in the League to basically take over the world, take over the other world governments, which could retaliate. Why he doesn't remove their power, I don't know. He's been at this for 3 weeks and he hasn't thought of it.
Wait, yeah, was he just sitting there on his fat ass at Metropolis for 3 weeks and no one gave a shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if another country nuked them out of desperation?
Remember in Avengers where the battle went on for like an hour and they were like, okay, fuck them, fuck it, nuke them.
Well, bigger point on that, SK. I think the bigger point, fucking shit. The bigger point you should bring up is that if he should definitely know that they should have nukes, right? Like Batman or someone would tell them, right? So if he wants to erase all the population so that he can, transform into Cthulhu, he should just be nuking every city with all the world government's
That's
nukes.
what I said, and Cade said like, but then it won't be like New Colo. It's like he's terraforming it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he is terraforming it.
Yeah, that's great. He could just really hack the U.S. Nuke system and then nuke the planet with it. Literally, what Ultron tried to do in Age of...
Why doesn't he literally like just send an army to fucking like just the world governments, mind control them, and then just have them do the nukes for him?
Yeah, I mean that's what they did in XCOM. If you get the bad ending.
Ultron take down the entire governments.
I also want to point out that even if the theory that it's not Brainiac made that Green Lantern ring, it's still stupid on his part that if it gets destroyed, anyone can pick it up.
Yeah, if Green Lantern dies, anyone can use it.
Yeah, anyone can just pick it up because that's literally the reason why his shield gets broken.
I mean, that's just dumb. I don't know why it's not like it is in the comics, where if you kill the lantern that wields it, the ring is just like, nah, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
It just
I mean,
goes
that would
back
make
to
more
Oa.
sense from the
I think-
technical
no,
design.
I think it tries to find a replacement lantern.
Yeah, it tries to find a replacement lantern, and then if no one's nearby, then it goes back to Oa.
Yeah, it goes back to Oa.
The Green Lantern movie did this better.
Yes.
It really did.
Oh my
Quite good. I would take 1,000 Emerald Knights over this story.
Okay, so when the squad breaks into LexCorp, Luthor still has all of his files on this database. Despite knowing that Brainiac, Batman, or Hack, because if you go into the character bios, Luthor knows that Hack exists, could possibly breach his data. All of this stuff should be completely separate, or should be on a completely separate server away from his building that is extremely hard to find. But this isn't just a problem on Lex's end, but Hack, Batman, and Brainiac don't even attempt to breach Lex's data at all before this. Okay, pause it. So, even though I think it's a nitpick, Luthor's doors don't have automatic locking when there's literally an alien invasion going on outside, and the reason I think it's a nitpick is because The only thing that would have to change in the plot would just be Amanda Waller knows what's going on, so she tells the Suicide Squad, I know what you're doing, I'm gonna blow up your bombs if you don't stop what you're doing.
My secrets are my own.
You listen to me.
Thank you for your service, Happerson. You're dismissed.
What?
Delete and purge
20
all
years
data.
I worked for you, Lex.
Move. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay, big problems here. Let me explain the rest of it. Waller should be trying everything possible to keep her distance from the LexCorp employee. It's an obvious threat that Luthor makes to the employee, and this bomb, and this thing that is ringing right now could be anything, but it would be pretty obvious that it's either a bomb or some type of electric thing that could kill someone. This bomb going off risks her dying. She is a complete moron right now. And also, why is Waller even here in the first place? This risks her being trapped or killed. The next thing we get from going into LexCorp is the fact that he has Poison Ivy. How in the fuck does he have Ivy? Her plant is literally sitting in the Hall of Justice. Also, how would Luthor even know where the plant was when she died in Arkham Knight? But
the one in the Hall of Justice isn't the one made from her shirt.
then why is it there?
It's just a memento of Poison Ivy.
Okay, so Luthor just took it from Gotham?
He somehow figured out where Ivy died.
Ask the living search engine for help. Been poking around the League's databases. The Batman figured out how to find your plant lady. Well, your Batman has a problem with boundaries. He built a pheromone tracker to find Ivy.
So
Okay, so Batman has a pheromone tracker to find Ivy, right? If they were to break into Lex... Did I already point out that they should have already broken into LexCorp by now?
Yeah, you said Brainiac should have, but in the
Yeah,
league-
so not only would they have found Ivy by now, but they should have found... They have trackers to track Ivy. So, and Batman also has the thing that scans the routes in the city. So they should have found Ivy by now. This is plot armor for Ivy. She should have been captured.
for Task Force X because she shows up in their base. And I'm not gonna lie, the dialogue when they meet is super dodgy.
It's just teetering on the edge of Hito.
I'd like to mention that she says "Miss you, Red" at the Hall of Justice, even though they never had a connection in the Arkham series. But
Yeah, we'll get to that.
They were acquaintances at most in one Arkham Knight DLC.
This is a plant.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, you know what Batman would be doing when this happens? There's a weed growing tall at a Liberty churchyard. Take it down.
Take it down or capture Ivy.
Yep. Arkham Knight was fucking better at this, and he knows how Batman thinks, bro.
Wait, yeah, I just realized. I mean, he knows that Ivy was killed by ferotoxin. Why doesn't he just gas the shit out of Poison Ivy?
Goodbye. No, he wants to capture her.
Clearly, Green Lantern can capture her.
Can I say how weird it is to take the villain whose entire gimmick is that she's like a sexy femme fatale and you make her a child? Again.
Well, I
That's
think the
very
dialogue
weird.
here cements how fucking weird it is, but we'll
It's
get into
very
it.
weird, and
Okay, but-
watching her in this game makes me very uncomfortable.
Okay, but they literally have no pre-established relationship built up before this game, and Harley literally contributes to her being almost killed by Scarecrow in the beginning of Arkham Knight. Also, this dialogue in this scene. Also, I want to point out that Harley's going along with the plan that could kill every plant in Gotham. Another thing. But also, the dialogue in this scene is really fucking weird. Another thing, and this is a nitpick, but how doesn't Ivy notice a bomb being planted in her neck by Boomerang? He does that during the gameplay section, I'm assuming. They bring it up later. And this next part isn't a nitpick. This next part isn't a nitpick, but why talk about putting a bomb in Ivy's head around her? This risks Ivy running away or possibly killing them right now, which she is about to do in the
Also,
scene.
we're supposed to like these people, but they're okay with planting a bomb in a child.
Well, they're not.
No, they
are
weren't.
later.
Boomerang. No, they. Yeah, actually, they are inconsistent morals. But before Boomerang tells Ivy there's a bomb in her neck, Ivy's about to kill them. And I also went over the fact that the Justice League should be here right now. in the
and
plot armor.
A good point
yeah.
was raised by Pigwise, though. He said he's had a pheromone tracker since Asylum, I think. Don't know what happened to
Yeah,
him.
that's
Yeah, he
what I
adjusted the detective vision.
That's what
to
I was thinking. I didn't
tracker.
say it earlier, but I was remembering, like, didn't he have a pheromone tracker in Asylum? But I didn't bring
Yeah,
it up.
yeah, he just adjusted the tracker for when he was
Man.
looking for the fear toxin to everything.
I don't know you, but my
No.
pheromones remember you. Strange emotions.
That's not how. Whatever.
Tell me about it. Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size.
I hate.
What is
it,
that?
It gets worse, Star.
What is that?
Star, it gets worse.
What is that?
It gets worse.
Really don't know me? Harley and Ivy forever?
That's
You know what that?
what?
You know what that implies, dude. You know what that implies, right?
Well, no, let it play out. Let it play out because it gets even worse.
Gets even worse.
In 10-story burning letters?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Just keep it going.
So she says, hold on. She says, strange emotions. You really don't remember me? Harley and Ivy forever
I just
in
wanna-
10-story burning leathers.
I just want to
Fucking
make it clear
weirdo.
that this clearly implies that they had a romantic thing going on, and she's trying to get her to remember it.
Nope.
And she says nope, and she's like, wah. It's like, what? What?
You're a pedophile. Prove me wrong. You're a pedophile. Prove me wrong. You're a pedophile. Prove me wrong.
I don't know. I think I'd be happy that a child doesn't remember when she was an adult and we banged, because that would be
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Jeez. Lex LexCorp really did a number on you, huh, Red? He dressed you
Lex
up in that outfit, too? No.
God, this is so weird. I hate this.
Why is she a child? It's so gross.
I just want to smush those little green cheeks.
Oh my god. In the context of this, it's that.
When? We're all villains here.
With you so far.
Stop having villains call themselves villains. It's such bad dialogue.
A lot to anyone else?
And not any little girl, my
We're
little
bad
girl.
guys. It's what we do.
So I want to add to this. This is what I mean by the lack of not just character work, but also like a general like thematic through line. They talk about, oh, we can't do this to this little girl, and that's bad. But there's like barely any conversation. They just get mad at Boomerang and they move on. There's no follow up.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Suicide Squad, when they talk about the experiments that's being done at the end, like with the starfish shit, and Rick Flag is like, they experimented on children, like that actually
Peacemaker straight up kills him for that.
yeah, that actively drives the drama of it, and that ends off with Peacemaker, what a joke. It's a huge payoff. Like, they actually do things with, like, they create, this is what this does. It creates conflict, and then it forgets it happened. It means nothing. There's no consequence moving forward. There's no drama for it.
No innovation moving forward.
Yeah. So Luther's suit uses Brainiac tech, and that's how they track down Lex.
We just re-emphasized the point, like, why didn't they track down Luther earlier?
Well, they did, but they should have done it earlier. They should have done it earlier. Yeah.
All the evidence points to
I'll
Poison
say
Ivy.
for when we get to the Earth 2 stuff.
Interesting.
He knows she's alive. He knows she's alive. He does nothing.
Gas the
Thank
city,
you.
Batman. Gas the city.
Literally. Go to fucking Ace Chemicals. Get the entire
Why did
Eastern
Batman
Seaboard.
gas the city?
Why didn't Batman gas the city?
Priority integration.
Priority. Priority.
Oh my gosh.
Priority.
I hope Brainiac understands how unpredictable she can be.
Then track her.
Argus knows that Ivy can be tracked through pheromone trackers that Batman had.
And they know that
But
Batman knows.
Yeah, but keeps her in their main base of operations. There's also just a Brainiac goon sitting in the Hall of Justice, which also risks them knowing their location. But we'll get to that when we see it.
Fucking brain death.
Alright, this is what we're talking about.
Nice voice. She
Brainiac
was
goon
fine.
right there.
But you'd never ask. Penguin!
Yeah, the Brainiac goon's in the top left.
You're Victor
Yeah, I
Fries,
see.
and I'm the brilliant scientist.
There's one right there.
Batman's been stalking the squad the whole time. He can track Ivy. There's a goon inside the base. There's no reason why Green Lantern shouldn't be invading the Hall of Justice right now. Yes, and the fact that they have Ivy, who's someone who priority integration, they would
Wait.
have even more emphasis to go against the
Larry just
in the Hall of Justice.
So she clearly sees this trap.
Harley, Do not touch us.
But you saying I can't really makes me want to, you know?
Stop.
Are you ready for sexual assault? Are you ready?
Can we just imagine for a second?
Oh my
It's okay
If-
when women do it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
if
not bad.
Deadshot did this to Harley, do we even need to explain what the reaction would be from a lot of people?
No.
We don't. Why are we supposed to believe that they're ever going to like bond and get? How do they get over this stuff? What this never talked about
don't.
either. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what I mean. This is what I mean by there's no character work whatsoever. Things happen.
They don't
there's
try, yeah.
there's things that should cause conflict. There's no conflict. There's no consequence for anything.
Things don't really happen to the characters. Things just kind of happen around the characters, and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool."
And they're stupid.
Don't you love how they get like, yeah, Wonder Woman just inspired us. Anyways, we're not gonna grow at all. So Lex uses the squad. I'm assuming he's using the squad to get the attention of the Justice League, but there are literally far better ways to do this. And as far as we can tell, there's literally no traps set up at all, and his suit has no countermeasures if the Flash or Superman speed blitzes him. Why is his anti-speed force device not set to automatic, like Toymaster has it set up later in the story?
Toyman.
Why doesn't he make it so that his suit allows him to perceive people like Flash and Superman? This man's biggest villain is Superman. How the fuck does Superman ever lose to this clown?
Couldn't Lex Luthor himself have stolen the Speed Force Gauntlet?
Yes.
Yep. Not only could he have made integrated the Speed Force Gauntlet into his suit, meaning he could use the Speed Force, but he has an anti-Speed Force device he could have used as well.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fucking moron. I hate
Well,
Luthor
I
in
mean,
this game.
no, it's consistent. Okay, Luthor's rival is the dumbest man on the planet. So of course, it would be
dumb.
I mean, yeah, his rival is fucking peace talk
Dumbass,
Superman.
So Flash is trying to interrogate Luthor. That's what his goal is, right? So teleport Luthor to the ship and mind control him. You don't need to interrogate him.
Interrogation.
Teleport him to the ship. Mind control. Batman tells Brainiac Flash might be a liability due to his personality. So Batman should have seen both Green Lantern and Flash, or should have sent both Green Lantern and Flash or himself. So why doesn't he kill the squad for the same reason? And if he's so overconfident as the game wants to portray him, then why doesn't he start fighting Wonder Woman when she shows up later? So we can leave it off there, and then I'll say that.
I also don't even believe that he was irritated. He was laughing his ass off the whole time.
Oh, when you went... Really? Why don't you just mail me the bullet?
Mail me the bullet. I like that line.
But like that just makes me think, like, with all the times they fight the Justice League, I'm just thinking, like, why don't you just mail them the Batarang? Why don't you just mail them Superman's fist? Like, that's how stupid they all are, bro.
Anyway, what I was trying to
Why don't you
say
just
was...
mail me the mental health problems?
Brainiac's about to do some heinous shit to Luthor.
By the way, can I bring up an inconsistency about the Flash lore and the Justice League quickly? Because this is really bothering me now that we're talking about the Flash. You know, the Flash being Barry Allen is a massive plot hole in itself, continuity-wise, because it is flat out explained in Arkham Knight that the Flash doesn't come from Central City. He comes from Keystone City.
Yeah, it's
If you know anything about your Flash, you know that means that's Wally West. Also, another thing, you know how they established that the Justice League happened, 5 years ago? Like, basically after Arkham Knight? That doesn't make any sense, because if you did your research, which they didn't do, in Arkham Asylum, if you look into Harley Quinn's secret lair, there's a news article saying that Joker has associations with the Legion of Doom. So there's a supervillain fucking team up, but there's not the Justice League to fight them? That makes zero fucking sense. Unless one of them just soloed them, which is dumb.
Isn't the Legion of Doom?
I mean, Superman isn't Superman been Superman for 30 years?
40, I think.
So,
okay.
here's
I don't
the
have a
problem.
problem with Superman soloing the Legion of Doom.
Well, no, they can't. There's no way. There is no way Superman's doing that, because if we once again look into who the villains would be, we have like Gorilla Grodd, Lex Luthor, the Joker, Reverse Flash. He's not beating all of them out.
Well, I mean, that's not. But we're talking. Yeah, that's an adaptation argument.
Yeah. I do agree, though. It's kind of stupid with the continuity stuff.
I think
it also doesn't make sense because the Birds of Prey exist.
Where does it? Who are the Birds of Prey in this universe?
Oh, we know who they are. It's just the same as always with like Black Canary and all that.
Lady Blackhawk.
I mean, it's the same thing with the Bat family not being there
Yeah.
between Batwoman,
No
and
Nightwing,
Green
no
Arrow.
Jason, no Barbara.
We'll get to all that later. We'll get to that when we get to the contingency
Yeah.
shit.
All right, let's move on from Liam's cave moment.
We need Luther, okay, so teleport him.
Hold on a sec.
Fucking idiot.
Hello, Brainiac.
All right.
Why does Flash put Lex in a shipping container instead of just teleporting him straight to Brainiac's ship for mind control? This is yet another time Batman should absolutely be interjecting himself or sending Green Lantern. Why does the Flash just let the Squad destroy this cannon? Yet another thing the Squad does to hurt Brainiac's army and they don't die or get captured.
Right here, the cannon gets destroyed.
Also, I just want to say this real quick. If he's so overconfident that the game wants to, as the game wants to portray him, then why does he start fighting Wonder Woman, which he's about to do? And if your defense is Wonder Woman hit him really hard, the Squad also makes him extremely tired later in the game and damages him in the boss fight. So why doesn't he run away during the boss fight by that logic?
Where's Flash? He got away!
Yeah, where'd he go?
We're here for Lex, man.
That's so stupid. They write it like, oh, he got away. It's as if he's the one that has to do the running. As if he's the one who should be running scared.
Why? So this is another problem. This is another problem. The Flash takes him out of his suit. Why doesn't he check for literally anything else that Luthor could possibly have on his body? Like this?
Yep. Go close and shoot him. Nope. Go close and shoot him. Go up close and shoot him.
Okay, yeah. Walk up to him and try to shoot him.
Yep.
This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do.
Wow, that is amazingly bad. They aren't even close to hitting him.
It's even shown, but yeah, they're not hitting him.
Yeah, shoot where you can't even fucking see him, dude. And they get surprised when it all fails.
Nice one, Lex.
Nice
Always
one.
thought your inventions were a bit shit.
Where's Green Lantern? Where's Batman?
Yep.
If Brainiac wants Luthor, why doesn't he just freeze him and teleport him to the ship like he does with the Squad? They are literally inside a Speed Force tornado.
Yep. Yeah, you can literally just go up there and just rip up their hearts.
Yeah, he's irritated with Lex, that's why he kills him, but he's not irritated with the Squad.
So, I've seen people try to defend the Batman death by saying, well, they can't be changed anyway, so pay attention.
Looks like he did.
Flash, how do I stop this?
You can't. We'll
Yeah.
have to kill every man, woman, and child to do it.
That's a lie. You don't have to kill them, and we know that's a lie because he evolves them. They're not dead.
They make no attempt to even try to study the possibility of breaking him out of Brainiac's mind control.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Dude, Pyrocynical pointed out they never at any point actually suggested.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they had an opportunity to with Batman when Lex Luthor had him. The other
Which
one,
that's
but
really dumb that they never think of this.
Into their DNA or something.
Right there. His eyes are back.
Yeah, he broke out of it, see?
Yeah. So saying that they can't do it, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Barry. Even if we take it on absolute worst faith and say you literally need the lasso's magic, it's like, okay, then just go to Themyscira.
Okay, call for backup. Call Lantern and Batman.
He'll run away from this, but he won't run away when he's in the boss fight. I give up with this story.
I don't think she does. Wonder Woman threw this into the...
Well, no, yeah, this part.
She threw it into the Daily Planet of all buildings where Lois would be when she knows that she's constantly reporting.
She aimed it at a place that Lois wouldn't be. I don't know.
I mean, there's a possibility that Lois could be there.
Yeah. What if it falls through the building? Like, it falls through floors?
Woman's intuition.
Oh, okay. That's what she...
I'll give good... No, so I was thinking about our other point about, like, this risks killing the Squad or whatever. I'll just say in good faith, like, yeah, Wonder Woman threw it to a point where she knew she wouldn't kill them.
My question is, how does big super strength demigod Sharkman not just punch his way out of the container?
Lane?
This is floor 10. There's no
Her specific floor. Look at it, it's her name's on it.
Right there.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, this is the only time Lois Lane physically shows up. Isn't it funny? She just shows up, open the container,
thrown
and
into
just
places
dips
we-
again.
I like how y'all tried to good faith and be like, oh, maybe it's a place she wouldn't be at. Maybe it wasn't that high. And then it's like, nope, floor
Maybe it
10,
wasn't
her
that
floor.
maybe it wasn't that high. Floor 10, Lois Lane.
Rocksteady.
Criminals banding together for a campaign of lawlessness. Do you think I haven't seen this before in Arkham? Gotham? Another thing I know. The ringleader never cares for their pawns.
What do you do with that information, though, Batman?
Are you guys ready for Asian?
So, don't you love how the random goober... Well, he's smart. I should give him more credit than that. He's probably the smartest person in this game. The random goober has his Speed Force device working automatically.
But
Yet Lex Luthor
the
doesn't.
single smartest man on the planet.
None of the squad members have a problem with him knowing he's a child. He's a kid.
Oh, yeah.
None of the squad members have a problem with him getting a bomb implanted in his head, but they have a problem with it for Ivy and Hack.
We're gonna show evidence of this in a moment.
Right there.
That's an eye roll at best.
Whoa. What's this?
Well, none of the other characters react. And then listen what Harley says.
Initiation. Huge congrats.
Awesome.
Aw, he's so sweet. He's not gonna make it.
Okay.
That thing in your hand.
That's great.
I want you to make more.
Don't even seem concerned.
Anybody that Flash has been around would give them he rubs off residual Speed Force energy. So instead of getting that from the squad, who arguably probably just had the most exposure to that, they waste time instead of just at least attempting it, even if the squad alone doesn't give them enough. They don't attempt it at all, and instead they just go for random goons that might not even have that residual Speed Force traces.
Don't you like kids?
Oh.
Not like you do, Harley.
The fuck up, Carly.
So this implies that there's still like a friendship there. It's like, yeah, join us or die. So they still want her a part of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the most blatant example that they still have friendships or still want to be friends with people is with Green Lantern.
Because like he still treats Flash like a friend, even while Flash is not changed yet.
Ain't my damn CO.
They somehow managed to pickpocket her phone off of Amanda fucking Waller.
Which is ridiculous. But also, why do they even need to do that? Just say, hey, we need to bait him. You just need to tell her, hey, we need to bait him.
Bigger problem. They are broadcasting to all of Metropolis. Batman would see this. He wants Flash to recuperate, and he wants him benched. As soon as he notices they start fighting Flash, he should instantly have Green Lantern here.
By the way,
or himself.
He should be pulling out the Batmobile and fucking blasting them right there.
Yeah. Wait, pause for a second. As Colin showing his stream, he can tap into their comms. He knows their plan. So yeah, there should be more reason not for him to send Flash. Green Lantern should be going instead.
Yep.
But no,
he should be holding.
Doesn't even
them
inform
all.
Flash. Yeah, he doesn't even inform Flash. Hey, these guys got this anti-Speed Force thing. Stay out of the way.
Yeah, we're ready for a rematch.
So Waller mentions this is like 10 years, so they just committed another crime for no reason.
Flash.
So two big problems. They don't have their Speed Force things, their anti-Speed Force things set to automatic for some reason. They don't have their guns out, and Flash doesn't check their bodies. Flash doesn't immediately get rid of all of their weapons. He doesn't check their bodies for the anti-Speed
so
Force
bad.
device.
He could literally strip them naked instantly. Like, what the fuck?
Also, guess what? If Batman hacked the comms, he would know for sure that they have them. Pull out your guns, pull out your guns and shoot, pull out your guns and shoot, pull out your guns and shoot, pull out your guns and shoot.
Bro, what's happening? What is happening?
How do you like that, Barry?
Oh, they don't shoot him. They don't shoot him. They let him go.
Oh my god.
You duct tape Flex's anti-speed force doohickey back together.
So if you know that, then keep a distance. Shoot lightning, call Lantern, call Batman.
They could literally, Flash could literally throw a fucking penny at their foreheads and they will die.
Yeah.
No, better yet, because they could countershot that,
gun.
just go Brainiac, freeze them.
Brainiac freeze them. Or get a fucking gun to shoot them.
Batman show up, Green Lantern show up.
I actually can't
Show a
believe
little
this.
class, man.
And
That holy shit. Congratulations.
Yeah, see, look, they're killing a beloved superhero and they just turn it into wow, big penis.
haha, haha, haha. It's so like just absolute disrespect to his character.
Boomer.
Oh, and I want to mention, every time someone in the league dies, the ship just starts farting and it shows up and it notices and it does nothing to the squad.
Oh my god, you killed probably the second most powerful fucking Justice League member. I'm gonna fart and not freeze you and bring you to my ship.
Where's Lucas? Where is Lucas? Lucas.
Where is Lucas?
That show, okay. Well, he takes a while. He takes a while. Come on, he's really fast and he takes this long, bro. Come on, pimp.
He had a disagreement day, dude. What do you expect from him?
He was finding his nearest. He was going through his closet looking for a bald wig to put on.
Yeah.
We were gonna see Brainiac do Kolu together. You're gonna wish you stayed in lockup.
Oh, Lucas is mad. Oh, he should be locking them up right now.
You need another lesson, convict.
You gonna listen to me this time, Floyd? You gonna listen to me this time?
Did you bring up the fact that he could literally just do what he did in the beginning of the game?
I
and
just said that.
Grab
I
them
just
all.
said, I just said he could lock them up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't even.
He can literally.
He doesn't even need to. Catch
He
up.
can react to someone that is stated himself to be a god who is faster than time, yet he can't grab them right now.
Nope.
And he somehow misses.
And why is he sure? Why?
Yeah.
Why did
This
he
is
go-
also another
he
point.
waited to shoot.
Okay.
He
so
misses
pause.
every single bullet. He misses every single bullet.
Not only does he miss every single bullet, right? He summoned guns instead of just grabbing them for some
Have
reason.
you guys noticed that the
if your-
story is?
And if your argument is, well, he wants to kill them, then why does he need guns that are gonna shoot and obviously like with varying degree of accuracy? Why can't he just beam them?
So, like, the whole good portion in the beginning to near the halfway point in the game, you don't even kill any of the Justice League members, and then they just kind of speed run it near the third act. You're gonna kill the Flash, then Lantern, then Batman, and Superman. There's no balance at all. You just speed through it.
I'd also like to mention that people have defended the plot armor with the Suicide Squad by saying, yeah, well, the Brainiac wants them alive. Did you just see what Jon Stewart just did right there?
It doesn't matter if he wants them alive, because the Justice League can easily knock them out, any of the members. And also, he can freeze them at any point and teleport them.
Yeah. I want to know, so how did this portal open? Like, why is it open?
Because he was
Because this can't be an accident. This can't.
Yeah.
be-
Also, yeah. This is a good question, because if he's teleporting Flash to his ship, right? Then why are they in the multiverse and not going to Brainiac's ship right now?
I also think that it's weird that Lantern he just doesn't follow them for some reason.
And he can follow them through the portal. Why is he worried about it? He can just teleport. He has had the other Brainiac teleport them back.
Well, maybe Green Lantern assumed the game had good writing and it just teleported them to the ship, so he wasn't concerned with it.
He was being good faith. He was being good faith.
Yeah, he's just like, he's following in Superman's example. Good faith argumentation.
So they hear that
Why
Green
is it-
Lantern is speaking through there. That's Lex's only intel for it, and they shoot it down for some reason.
Also, they mentioned in that dialogue right there that they're stepping up the manhunt for the Suicide
Oh,
Squad.
sorry, yeah. Wait.
But Brainiac can literally freeze them and take them to his fucking ship.
They are stepping up the manhunt. They are stepping up the manhunt.
And I'd like to mention, they still have not sent Green Lantern to clear out the Hollow, and not doing
failing.
anything, but and not and failing. We're literally not changing anything except, I don't know, sending stronger enemies. There we go. We send stronger enemies. Therefore, that's stepping it up, right?
Explanation of your killers. We know. How's this? We killed Flash. You're welcome. And got sent to another frickin' dimension for our trouble.
You were there? How in the hell did you get back?
So, she asks, how did you get back? She never asks again. So, like, for the context, they're pretending the comms went out. They're pretending the comms went out here, and she doesn't get an answer. So, when they come back in person, she never asks them.
All I made was fit into her second computer.
I've actually seen some people trying to defend this because I remember this point being brought by Twitter and they mentioned later on, oh, she was just faking it. It's like, no, she only started being suspicious again.
You don't get to act like, oh, I knew the whole time what you were doing, but then you didn't do anything to actively stop it. You don't get to.
Yeah. But I agree, but like people miss the context of that scene. It's like later on when Boomerang fucks up with the device, that's when she notices, oh, they're being suspicious. Not
exactly
here for some reason.
It's even funnier that like this whole time she quote unquote knew what they were doing. Luther could have taken the bomb things out of their heads, and she would have lost her leverage.
Oh, that actually reminds me of another point. I guess I might as well bring it up. Luther that died, our Arkham Luther, knew about Brainiac for at least 2 years and didn't bother to come up with a good contingency plan. He didn't properly prepare. I just want everyone to keep that in mind.
Full military tribunal. They are not holding back.
If they didn't perish on the other side, then I'll continue scouting for them. You have your objective. Tell Brainiac not to worry. I'll focus on the shield and deal with those 4 murderers. Don't let them get under your skin.
Lucas.
Yeah, copy that.
I'll focus on the
He
shield.
just said yeah, so that honestly, like that line dialogue right there, that implies Green Lantern is responsible for the shield around the ship. Why can't, so when Shark puts on the ring, why instead of making a shark to attack the shield, why can't you will the shield away?
We introduced the new Flash enemy types, and I'm just thinking, why didn't Brainiac create these?
Oh my god, dude, he literally says to them, Brainiac's been stepping up my manhunt for you. Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna leave now.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Kill them, capture them. No,
Time to earn your keep.
Goodbye.
So they're talking to Lex 2 on their comms right now, right?
Oh no.
The one that Batman could hack.
No.
That's all.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna say, well, Lex encrypted their comms, well, then that means that while they're talking to Lex, they have gone radio silent on Waller, and she can't hear them. And that would be really fucking suspicious.
Sorry, Batman would break through the encryption.
I know, but no, that isn't what gets her suspicious. It's the device thing that Shark and Boomerang does.
Yes, this scene.
So this is the public Wayne Bank. Why do you have a private Batcave with all
His
this
secret
important shit
lair,
here?
closed off by one door in a bank.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Wayne Tower. It's like, okay. Or Wayne Banks, excuse me.
Yeah, what?
No alarms. That's a positive development.
So 3 weeks later, she decides, maybe I should get Superman's weakness. Like, yeah, you should have, moron.
So that's not the important part here. We're gonna find that out.
That's a important part, not the important.
Throwing us into a building? Totally out of line.
That was, by the way, and they just gloss over it.
Yeah.
So, King Shark's about to make a valid point. Now, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I think it's a valid thing worthy of consideration. Now, let's hear him out.
Or the massacre upstairs. Your friends are beyond saving. How many more lives will be lost while you try and fail?
Now, I think it is a fair point to talk about how many lives will be lost if they stay alive. That is an interesting question to ask. In fact, that could actually create for an interesting conflict, an interesting drama between the characters, right?
Yeah.
But let's see what the response is.
I do not need a lecture on morality from a shark.
Literally a racist.
That's
remark.
literally
Jesus.
racist right there. Because in the context of the DC universe, King Shark is like his people. That is a race in itself. That is a race of beings in itself. And she's saying, I do not need a lecture on morality from a shark. And I'm thinking maybe you do. Maybe you do actually. Like imagine Deadshot made this point, and she says, I do not need a lecture on morality from a black man. This is how stupid this writing is right here. This is what we mean by them not having self-awareness with the things they're putting in there.
It's even worse when you consider the fact that King Shark, in the grand scheme of things, right, as far as this game shows us, isn't really bad or has done anything particularly awful. And even if he has, it was by the fact that humans literally stole him from his home.
Yeah.
Because in the fear section, he hears his dad talk about the fact he let himself be stolen away by humans.
Exactly. I also like how she doesn't question the fact that the security measures are just being completely broken into.
Oh yeah, this moment. This never gets like resolved or carried on.
Yeah, they learned.
There's no ending.
They don't do anything.
No. It doesn't get resolved because it's a live service game.
Oh yeah, it's a live.
Oh yeah,
so it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a live service game. We're not allowed to.
Listen, guys, you should have just looked up that it doesn't get resolved beforehand. That's your fault.
Yeah.
It said in the back of the box.
Yeah.
What is trying to tell us?
It said on the back of the box, every character in this game's a moron, therefore we can't criticize.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so this is where they acquired the Sinestro Corp batteries. Wonder Woman doesn't get those for some reason. Yeah,
No, we did, but we got it.
3 weeks later,
Here's
she
the
didn't
proof.
even grab them.
Yeah, here's the proof.
And I have another question, man. I got another question. So Lex said, well, where Waller offers threats, I offer transparency. Why doesn't he just offer them freedom by offering to remove the thing from their heads?
They could, like, use it as leverage as, hey, we can out
Can Black Suit Spider-Man kill the Justice League? Well, apparently the Suicide Squad can, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Stuck between you and Waller, you're the slightly less shitty option.
Oh yeah, where they know that Waller's gonna betray them, and they still don't fucking care and still listen to her. There's no resolution to that at all.
Wait, did you guys bring up the fact that they don't ask Luthor to remove the bombs?
Yeah, I just did that.
Yeah.
Okay. A Yellow Lantern-based device can disrupt the willpower of Green Lantern. Attached to a weapon, this device will destabilize Green Lantern's construct, making him vulnerable to attacks. So they mention, so they explain what it does. So there's no good faith assuming that they amped the physicals, because if that was the case, they would have explained it right here. So the Suicide Squad's physicals do not get amped at all. So Green Lantern is still massively faster than them, yet they still beat Green Lantern.
Yep.
Lantern, there's a high probability the criminals have access to Yellow Lantern tech.
Oh, they do, huh? Gonna need the whole Yellow Lantern for effort.
He knows that Wonder Woman went there, and he doesn't back up Green Lantern.
I also want to point out that their guns are the thing that the Lantern battery is affecting the construct. Their guns. Hold on. Not just that, but if Green Lantern just does what he does in the beginning of the game, gets rid of their, and just locks up their arms and gets rid of their weapons, they are dead.
Yes.
Speed blitz them.
Yeah, I want to mention none of them should be able to touch Green Lantern. In fact, Green Lantern should be able to dodge all of their bullets.
And then when we get to the final phase of the boss fight, it just visualizes how dead the Suicide Squad would be if there's no plot armor.
Well, it's crazy that he even makes constructs. He can literally one-tap them just by punching them.
Why doesn't he shoot lasers like John does in the animated series?
Even then, why the fuck is he making guns and airplanes? Why can't he make a big laser? If you're gonna say, well, it's not established he can shoot a laser out of a string. Well, then make a big laser cannon then.
He's established. He's Green Lantern. He can do anything.
No. He made constructs of anything, right? So then just make a big laser cannon. I just realized something that's worse. On says his constructs can stand up to Sinestro, so you're telling me 4 dipshits with...
Yeah, he says he can handle the Sinestro.
Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point, Kronos. They beat
No.
They got these
He
batteries
says Sinestro. The leader of the Sinestro, the most powerful Yellow Lantern. So Green Lantern's constructs can match Sinestro, the most powerful Yellow Lantern. And you're saying 4 dipshits with regular ass rifles, powered up by bootleg Yellow Lantern technology based off of batteries, not even actual Yellow Lantern powers, are able to not only destroy and nullify his constructs, but actually beat him.
The bald Lantern's throne.
I thought I was gonna have to hunt you jailbirds down. Like dogs.
Sounds like Lucas, it's so distracting. SK has ruined that character for me.
And here we are.
And that's Brandon Tatum.
Yellow lanterns.
Oh, you have what? Oh, hold on. Oh, you have yellow lantern rings that you don't have on your fingers right now? Let me have that real quick.
Yeah, take them. Oh my god.
Take them off. Take the ring off. Take the rings off.
Lucas, take the ring off. Lucas, take the ring off.
Listen, you're still technically correct, but they're batteries, not rings.
Man.
Which is actually worse.
Did you get those from a gumball machine? Damn.
That actually sounds like something Lucas would say.
I know, and he talks just like him. The hand movements too. That's
He
Lucas
just doesn't even, like, unironically, take away the Lucas jokes, he doesn't even act or sound like Jon Stewart's Green Lantern. So it's just Lucas with the ring. It's so stupid.
That's why I've been questioning whether I want to give this game a 1 out of 10. It's because Lucas is finally in a video game.
Yeah, but they killed him off unceremoniously. They disrespected Arkham
Yeah,
Batman.
they disrespected the
Crazy.
character of Amazing Lucas.
Yeah, you can't do that. You don't come at
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah, that's
like that,
fucked up.
right? Don't come at the king.
Yeah, don't come at the king, bro.
How's your will doing?
I'm feeling fresh and relaxed, Pippin. Fresh and relaxed.
Fresh and fit, Pimpin.
Come on the stream,
Fresh and
Pippin.
fit.
Come on the stream. Pippin.
I got
just
stream. Beware my power, the speed of light.
Brightest head and blackest hat. No insomniac shall escape my sight. No, I forgot the fourth line of the Green Lantern. Whatever, just continue the video.
I don't care if you could even somehow manage to scale the Suicide Squad speed to, like, massively hypersonic, which there's no evidence for in the game. Even if Spider-Man, right? If you got, like, 20 Apache helicopters and you started shooting at Spider-Man, he's going to get overwhelmed. He's going to die.
You can easily grab all of them. None of them have any chance at all. Like you did in the first act.
Big laser cannon.
You could literally grab all of them and then just throw them into, like, a field of land. I'm gonna point out, I don't know if any of you said it, but Batman should be monitoring this
Oh
fight.
yeah, we said that.
So hold on. So he has 4, like, those fucking rectangle whatever you call that shape. He has 4 of those fucking things set up. A minigun, landmines around the arena, Apache helicopters, and they don't die. Also want to point out, as soon as Flash died, Brainiac immediately teleported him to the ship, but with Green Lantern, he sits there for like 10 minutes. He does nothing.
Every time they're about to die, Brainiac should literally fucking freeze them.
We're out on good behavior.
No, you're not.
We are not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was horrible.
His biggest character payoff is him just killing off Green Lantern, and again, no respect given for him. Straight as a joke.
He doesn't even character arc.
Yeah.
Like, there's no arc.
Yeah, like we said earlier.
So the Lantern Ring doesn't fly away. Terrible security from the Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can just take their technology like
Fucking
that.
for real.
You can just pilfer the most powerful weapon in the universe.
But it's also stupid that he's literally like, he doesn't have the will to control his constructs, but they struggle to take the ring off of him. One of the characters that their whole gimmick is based on will took less time than fucking Superman.
Wait, yeah, it took less time than the guy whose superpowers are based on willpower.
Also, it's so funny because, like, we know that the League, right? They have emotions or whatever towards their friends still, and Superman being not. So you know what they say later, that due to the fact that he's not conditioned enough, it would risk him killing Wonder Woman. But it should be the exact opposite if he's not conditioned enough.
Bruh.
Why doesn't Superman just take the kryptonite shield and throw it into space?
Why didn't she fuse the kryptonite into her armor instead of the shield? Because the shield can be knocked out of her hands, the armor can't.
Yeah, why didn't she put it on her gauntlets?
Yeah.
And where the hell did Boomerang go?
Don't worry. He always comes back.
Well, I just want to point out how big of a problem the kryptonite shield is, because it is another example of plot armor. Because if he throws that into space, he never gets stabbed, therefore the Suicide Squad dies. And Wonder Woman may not get captured, Wonder Woman may not get killed, and she would get captured instead, which means the squad would have to fight her.
His heat vision is going on. Pay attention to what happens when the shield touches him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
immediately depowered. And now she can push him back all of a sudden.
And he's all, look at him, look at him.
Yeah, it's almost like it does work. So, Brainiac doesn't keep Superman under conditioning longer after he blocks out the nuke for some reason. If he isn't kept under more conditioning, he's just gonna kill Wonder Woman.
If he doesn't have enough conditioning, it shouldn't be a problem if he's gonna kill Wonder Woman, because that would be the opposite of what he would do, since they do care about their
That's
friends.
true, yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
What are you doing? I own you. You want this to be where you take your last breath? No? Then help me. I only need one of you. As for the
Do we also have to point out how it takes Superman 25 seconds to attack Wonder Woman again, and then he throws a rock at her that literally misses?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, why isn't Boomer picking her up? He has phased her.
And that's another good point, because Boomer was literally willing to leave the squad earlier.
Yeah, he should be like the most on board with frame. Didn't even hit her. Like a little bit did. That's it.
Oh, it didn't even hit her, it just fell on her. She didn't feel the force of the throw.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming we're assuming this is the reason why the squad stays back.
The general idea is that
that-
they're meant to change right here. They're meant to be more compassionate. They see that Wonder Woman's dying. They're like, oh, we feel bad now. We're gonna put ourselves on the line, under threat of death, to help her out. Now, this is completely a 180, like out of fucking nowhere. There's no reason for this whatsoever. They just like, oh, we're good now.
Yeah.
We're more noble. Out of nowhere. I don't know why that's happening.
That's Superman. He'll kick your ass.
Especially when
Pause, I have
Boomerang
another
did
question.
it. Boomerang took the first shot. Why would he do that?
So the general idea is that they're sitting here and I guess they want to help Wonder Woman, but they do nothing to help her.
In fact,
That's the funny thing,
Deadshot,
too.
He's so weak. Superman should be
Stop
so
calling
weak right
him
now that
Kal-El.
Deadshot could
Call
shoot him.
him fucking Clark. Fuck off.
Okay, shoot him. There's kryptonite right in his heart. Shoot him.
I want to point out he should be dead.
I want to point out that she should be using the lasso of truth on him. Not even just because he could still fight back at this point. There's a possible chance, but she knows that the lasso of truth worked with Barry earlier to get the real Barry out of him, or to talk. So she would definitely want to hear Clark's last words. Why would she not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, she can react to his heat vision, but she can't fucking punch him when she sees him getting up, or she can't use the lasso of truth. Also, none of the squad members are doing anything when he literally has kryptonite in his chest.
I also want to point out. Pause again, because I want to point out.
I want to point out it doesn't matter that kryptonite doesn't work on him. He should still be dead because an object the size of his heart just annihilated his heart, so he should still die. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that too. But also, I want to point out that literally earlier in this fight, just touching the kryptonite to his chest through the shield weakened him to the point Wonder Woman was able to push him off of her, and it stopped his heat vision. And now being stabbed with it, he has enough power to overwhelm her. Still.
This is also ridiculous right here. Back to what I was saying earlier. Look at this frame right here. Harley is trying, while the fucking heat vision is being blasted, she's trying to reach out to her and help.
As opposed to just shooting Superman.
Yeah.
Why is his heat vision even like this? Does he just have super brainiac vision now?
I guess.
Yeah, he's doing it because of
No one's shooting. People are still not shooting.
He's wobbling. He can still fly. He can still do everything perfectly. Like, what the fuck?
Shoot at him!
Yeah.
He's both super affected and also not affected at all.
But now he can suddenly fly away.
Oh my god, that's more plot armor. He's affected enough to the point where he has to leave and escape and can't kill them right now, but he's also not affected at all.
Yeah. And we look at this right here. So there's the sudden shift.
He blasted all his energy killing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm assuming he used the last of his energy, but he shouldn't have had that much energy to even do that, because literally just pressing it against his chest made him stop his heat vision earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't try to talk.
Look at this.
Damn,
like
now
they're
we
all
gotta
acting all sad now,
should've
even though they literally.
With sad music. Listen to this music.
That's why the whole their villains doesn't like excuse how they treat the deaths for any of them because they don't do that with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Inside.
They're so sad about this version of Wonder Woman that has very little character and we have no development with.
And is
but one of
racist.
the most beloved, and one of the most beloved versions of Batman. They don't care. They just shoot him in the face.
Yeah, in a stupid manner. So like
They
this
also don't take the lasso of truth.
This is what I think is just downright insulting, right? You
they
have
use
this,
it?
but you contrast it. I don't know. They should probably try. You contrast this with, I'm gonna piss on Flash's body. I'm gonna shoot down Green Lantern, laugh at him, shoot his head, and then
He
take
is
his
Lucas,
fucking
to be
ring.
fair.
But then you have Batman,
Has him
where
being Green Lantern
Harley
box-
literally makes fun of his trauma, which we're going to get into later. We're going to get into that once we get there. But she literally makes fun of the stuff that he went through, shoots his face, and then like all of it's completely out of spite. All of it's out of spite. She was planning to do it even before they suggested the plan of we need to bait Superman.
Well, this is supposed to be a moment of change, and none of them change at all as characters.
Exactly. And
So
the change doesn't
fucking
even make
stupid.
sense. The change doesn't make sense, but even if we understand that the change happened, they don't actually follow through with the change. It doesn't work.
Well, no.
Yeah, what about when Batman, or how about the fact that Batman actively tries to help Harley by putting her in the asylum?
Well, yeah. How about all those times Batman bullied her? It was because he was protecting the city. What about that?
Yeah.
Again, this is meant to be questioning Waller's methods and her ideas. They don't follow through with that. It never happens again moving forward. This is just a horrible scene. Like in isolation, if I were seeing this, I'd be like, "Wow, this looks pretty good." And then I see like the full context. Wow, this is horrible.
She's probably just bushed. Right?
He's hoping she survived.
I literally can't comprehend why they feel so sad about Wonder Woman and not any of the other heroes. I don't fucking get it.
None of them had met Wonder Woman until this game.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what's crazy. Right there, she's in their base, and they still haven't found her.
You're not getting in there
And they
without
consider her a
Batman's
priority.
biometric signature.
And they still don't track her pheromones or anything.
Exactly.
You know, the thing that Harley knows how to do, but not Batman.
Are we gonna bring up the fact that Hack doesn't hack Batman's files?
What?
Well, she
Wait,
can't
wait,
because-
wait. Why doesn't Batman hack?
Goodbye.
Well, you see, Hack can hack Brainiac, so therefore she's invincible in cyberspace for some
Lex
feel like there
Luthor
should be
versus
some-
Iron Man.
There should be some kind of cyber
Luthor.
back and forth going on because Batman stuff is getting breached and he knows about it.
Well, I mean, at least he does something this time. Even
Yeah.
if he does die when he shouldn't.
Also, yeah, I agree. I think if it's Luthor and his Warmack, it would be Luthor.
Well, let's just all put into place. If they would have attacked the whole of Justice, Hack would be dead.
This time in Defo kill us, right?
Not if we shoot him first. That's
The guy
my
that can
plan
dodge
anyway.
bullets.
She's already planning to kill him out of spite.
Oh my god.
Well, can we? There's a bigger thing about that planned thing. She doesn't fucking. So apparently she's been prepping this fear toxin thing. Doesn't notify the squad of this at all. Doesn't fucking bring any materials to our knowledge. The game doesn't show us this at all. And somehow Batman just lets her fucking Last of Us 2 style craft a fear toxin fucking thing in a stealth sequence.
Wait, yeah. If she's carrying it on her, wouldn't Batman see it with his detective vision?
Well, not only that, he would see her making it, and he just doesn't.
So they're at his home base, and he has all the gadgets, all the computers. He can sneak around. There's no way that he loses. He can fear multi-take them. Dude, in Arkham City, one of his actual lines, while he's holding back because he doesn't kill, he says, 4 thugs, all armed.
Literally
2
the
hostages.
tutorial stealth section.
This
The
is
tutorial
going to
stealth
be
section.
easy. The tutorial on how to play the game. It's introductory.
No, remember Arkham Knight. He beats someone that knows his stealth tactics, along with that guy's militia that are trained in his stealth tactics. He beats all of those guys simultaneously.
Yeah, he beats so many minigunners in Arkham Knight. He beats, like, Harley gets, like, 10 gunmen after him. One of them's a minigunner. Why is this playing? Why would he not have deleted this?
I hope I was just on repeat.
Why didn't you delete the doc, Batman? Why didn't you delete the doc? Found the doc, Batman.
I wanted to say goodbye, Tim.
At least Nightbreed deleted the
Oh,
doc.
can we point? Yeah, let's bring up also the fact that Batman's character assassinated even when he's mind controlled because he fucking kills Tim.
No. I wanted to save it for when we get there.
I'm proud.
It would have been
Well,
fun.
that's already said now.
Nightwing and Oracle, my friends.
I don't think I can watch Batman.
My family, my friends. Disgusting. What a shitty game.
That's really bad.
This hologram's activation means that I, probably the entire Justice League,
Why
not
does
rogue.
his armor have like really good looking pieces of specific armor bits, like his shoulders, but then the rest of the suit just looks like dog shit?
I've been secretly developing countermeasures to nullify the rest of the League.
And yet you left them around.
I started with the Yellow Lantern, recovered after our battle with the Sinestro Corps.
Oh my god.
Green Lantern once told me that their rings are powered by the
Alright,
will of the
pause,
user.
because I want to use this for something else. So people have been saying, oh, the Green Lantern is a fake because look how it looks. Well, this is the model of the Yellow Lantern battery, and it doesn't look anything like a normal Yellow Lantern battery. You see the silver on it. It has the Yellow Lantern symbol. It's like, you can't say, well, the ring is mostly silver, so therefore it's not a real Green Lantern ring, because the Yellow Lantern is the same thing.
Due to the fact that this game does no fucking world building on it, we are only left to assume that Batman is character assassinated and he kills the whole Bat family instead of capturing them when,
The whole
again,
motherfucking Bat family.
it's established that they still have emotions for their friends. So Batman would not want to kill the Bat family, instead he would want to control them.
Yeah,
also,
I guess cat's
Brainiac...
out of the bag, absolute character assassination.
Well, also
that kills
Batman,
Tim,
also
his son.
Also Batman, yeah. Also Batman doesn't need to kill the. Also Batman doesn't even need to fight the Bat family. He can just have Brainiac freeze them and teleport them to the ship. Why doesn't that happen?
I want to point out,
Honestly,
by the way,
this
don't you
especially
love...
applies to Oracle, given that she's, in the wheelchair.
Tell us how to take
You know what else I love? I love how they just know how to work this recording.
Tell us how to take you down, Bess. Look, see
Yeah,
how
it's just
spiteful this is. This
Can you
is
imagine-
spite.
I also want to
I
point
mean,
out in
plus-
Batman's plan for himself, he doesn't list out any of the counters for fear
Well,
toxin.
I want to listen to this real quick. So this is the anti-Speed Force device. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
So
my
why-
god, so he knows it exists and he still sends the... I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
So stupid.
This is the kill and flash bit.
There is no anti-Batman device.
What?
Ah, rats. Well, it was worth a shot.
Why did he stop talking?
Robin was here. I do not think he won.
And there it makes Arkham Knight goes to waste.
See,
I
look
love how
at this.
he only
This has
notices this now.
literally no relevance. This is just spiteful
Robin,
towards
talk
the
about
towards the
that now.
player. This has no
You know
purpose.
what's
in the
also
plot.
really funny?
It's literally just
Middleman.
fuck you,
Wait,
character you love is
wait.
dead.
So remember how they felt so bad for what happened to Wonder
Robin
Woman?
was here.
So this is a kid right here.
I do not think he won.
Well, no, Tim's an adult.
Well, a young adult, okay.
That's got Robin. Talk about
Laughing.
cutting out the
Literally
middleman.
laughing about
Team
it.
up with Knight.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to add, it's crazy that he only noticed this now. It's been there the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know why they noticed that. I don't know why they only just now noticed that. And it's literally, this is why I think this game is really spiteful towards Batman, because that has no relevance. It's literally just your character is dead, fuck you. I like how he just doesn't have any plan for himself, even though in every other version he does.
Pause. You know what's crazy? I feel like this should have been before Wonder Woman's death, because it just doesn't fit tonally.
Yeah.
Lead the family you choose.
I do want to mention this is Diana's
Together,
friend,
you'll be formidable.
and they don't care
That's
if he
something
dies.
you taught me, son.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
now
think
you
it
say
should
so.
have
I
made
thought
more
you were
sense if it was
friends.
before Wonder Woman's death. Think about it, right? They hear the speech
No!
from Bruce Wayne, from Batman.
Yeah, see, look.
They have the whole thing with the fear toxin, and then Wonder
Crota,
Woman's death is what's
Crota,
meant is for them.
See, they were about to have a tender moment with like, oh yeah, the team was our family. They just go to bullying Shark and making a joke about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get some. 4 hours in, we finally get something with King Shark's character. This is the only point in the story where it's ever brought up, and then it's another fart in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray!
Join the club, man.
You and me both,
Never knew
Sharky.
mine.
Now, Superman. He's our friend, but he's also the most dangerous being to ever set foot on Earth. If you want to have any chance of defeating him...
Took him a while to react.
Even though he can instantly teleport anywhere.
4 thugs, all armed, no hostages. I don't hold back. This is going to be easy. It's done. It's done.
By the way, SK, remember, that Arkham City line was before he could take people down faster than they could shoot at him?
Exactly.
Yep,
Exactly.
and not to mention the fact that this Batman is not only has better armor, but he's also amped by whatever Brainiac did to him.
Dude, he can
And he's got
literally
the fear toxin.
he can literally disrupt King Shark and Boomerang's guns, and then straight up double take down Deadshot and Harley right there.
You can taser all of them.
Yeah. Get the electric charge gun. Put them in the water and then electric charge them.
I also want to point out how stupid it is that any of these dinguses are able to get out of the fear toxin.
So why doesn't Batman take Harley out first?
I don't know why he doesn't just take them all out in 4 seconds.
Yeah, I don't even think it matters who he does it first. It's just, they're all done.
I mean, I will say I did remember Kronos does have a point because he's trying to imitate her voice, so why would he leave her?
Right. That's so dumb. He uses her as the voice synthesizer, but doesn't take out the person who can verify that's false. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Don't do that! And if you stay, then you all die.
This awful,
She just doesn't talk the same.
You think I didn't know we'd have this little reunion one day? Took me years in Arkham to get any sense out of that jabbering kookmeister scarecrow, but I earned my degree in neurochemistry.
That's character assassination for Scarecrow. Why would the
Absolutely.
Master of Fear give up his recipe for fear toxin?
He would be the one with that power. He basically gave it away to some fucking idiot. That is character assassination for Scarecrow.
Yeah, this just shits on Arkham Knight. It's more of it. I hate this section the most in this game.
I love characters that aren't even in the game.
Oh, she made her own fucking fear toxin. So what this implies is that she made a better version than what Batman, than what Scarecrow gave to Batman, which is absolute
She
bullshit.
made a better version that than Scarecrow made in Arkham Knight, which is implied to have Titan in it, by the way. So the Master of Fear and a Master Neurochemist. Oh, she just did better.
She just
She's
did
just better.
Oh, she's Harley Quinn.
He needs to go to fucking Ace Chemicals to create such a compounded chemical
Experience.
toxin.
Compounded
Chemical
experience for the victim.
Compounded fear experience.
You might be
No, you
immune
see,
to
Harley's
yours.
is
This
better
boss
because-
fight isn't even a textured and compounded experience, though.
Yeah.
By the way, it wasn't Ace
First is
Chemicals.
better
He needed help
because
from Simon
she
Stagg.
beats toxic masculinity.
SK, remember, it wasn't Ace Chemicals. He needed help from Simon Stagg.
That's true. He needed help
To
from
your
him.
worst nightmare.
It's not even all Crane.
Weapons free.
And also, this doesn't explain, even if she's immune, that doesn't explain how the other three are fine.
Also, and after he gets help from Stag, Stag finds out he's going to kill him. That's why he betrays him.
That worked.
Yeah.
Okay, they have plot armor because you're playing as them.
Big jerk
Yeah,
still.
bro.
Oh my god. It's so spiteful. You cannot make a scene where they feel bad for Wonder Woman's death and respect her sacrifice and have a change of heart only for them to shit all over Arkham Batman like this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Can we also point out the other problems here? The fact that Brainiac doesn't teleport Batman back to the ship, the fact that they don't check for a tracker within Batman's suit or his body. Luthor doesn't tell him to do that before bringing Batman to LexCorp, which would ruin their whole plan for the Golden Kryptonite. And yeah.
I also want to point out, having a game where you blatantly spiteful and make fun of Arkham Batman is an extremely poor taste because of Kevin.
I already know people are going to say, well, they didn't plan for that. They didn't intend to do
Cut
this.
it out.
It was
Cut
in
it out.
production before
Cut it out.
he was gone. And what
Cut
I'm
it
going to
out.
say
They
about
had
this
2 years.
is
They had
that,
2 years.
That is such a bullshit defense because like Paragon has
Cut
been
it out.
saying over and over again, you could have cut it out. You could have altered it. You didn't have to make it the same thing it was.
Okay, you know what? We can't disrespect. You know what? You want to walk on eggshells around what you do with Kevin. Cut Batman out of the game entirely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just saying he's...
Yeah, you just say that it's a mystery if Batman's even a thing.
Even if he was alive, right? I still don't think it really changes the main point, which is that they disrespected this version right here.
It's really disrespectful. It's just more disrespectful.
It's so blatant.
His voice actor.
It is so blatant.
What the hell? Again, Boomer?
Oh my god.
Another bad joke about it.
G'day, Lexi. We got the bat. Now what?
Excellent. Bring him to me at LexCorp.
How do we do that? Hello?
Always wanted to do this. Let's go.
They're hyping it up.
Yep.
Gosh, he's really heavy.
So Harley's gonna cry to her knees about Diana dying because of her sacrifice and has a change of heart. But, I'm so excited to kill him. Yay, 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 yay.
Yeah, fuck this game.
Nobody help me.
Even King Shark's like, yeah, getting along with him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, despite literally feeling bad about having to kill Flash earlier and the whole Wonder Woman thing, but Batman, he's just like, oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah, character assassination for King Shark.
You couldn't have mentioned the doohickey 2 freaking minutes ago?
That you knew existed? Okay. People actually tried to fight me on this scene that we're actually going to play right here. They tried to argue that they weren't hyping up Batman's death, but rather, no, they're hyping up that you're going to fight Superman. Which, two things about why that's fucking bullshit. One, they're going to kill Superman, so that's a bullshit point.
Also,
two, their plan
their
is to
reasoning-
kill Batman to fight Superman.
Also, their reasoning for why they kill Batman is to draw out Superman. There's numerous other ways you can draw out Superman, and instead, the much smarter idea would be Luthor studying Batman to see if he can snap him out of the mind control.
Exactly. Why doesn't he try that?
I have another question. So since they're about to beat Superman, wouldn't this be the optimal time to remove the bomb from their brains?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they don't.
By the way.
Oh, also another thing in that Batman boss fight, he could remote hack all the bombs in their heads and kill them.
That's a good point.
Does it with drones and shit.
Oh my god. I want to point out, by the way, this is Lex Luthor. Why isn't he more focused on him killing Superman? Why doesn't Lex try to figure out how to cure this so he can cure Superman and kill him?
But to expand on your point, Paragon, I think you're trying to say is like Lex of all people will want to have the honor of killing Superman and stuff. You wouldn't want to give it to these like D-listers. That's why you wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
cure him.
Why doesn't he try to find? Why doesn't he of all people try to find a cure?
Why doesn't he
specifically
build
so he
another
can cure
power
and kill
suit like the
Superman?
one Earth 1 and Lex had at the beginning?
The only argument I could think of is like this Lex is probably changed or different from whatever happened on Earth 2, but that's not
No,
even-
because the dialogue he's saying right now, he's talking about why he about
To
how he
have
hates
that dream realized with this Superman, he just
Yeah, he's
does
talking
right
about how he's talking about his typical Superman.
Which
way.
they're hyping that up too.
Why don't you want to try and
Wouldn't be the
cure
weirdest shit I
Superman
ever
so
done
you
in a
can
park.
kill him? That's
Shut
out
up.
of character.
So they're clearly hyping this up. They're about to turn him into a joke right now, by the way. Again.
Harley, even you can't be stupid enough to think that you have a chance against Superman.
They also did it with I Am Vengeance, I Am the Night.
Yeah, they make fun of that like 3
Alone may
times.
not
It's
be enough
disgusting.
to goad Superman into confronting
It's
us.
so unfunny.
Know what I'm thinking?
Now, okay, this is the key part, alright? In terms of understanding the presentation of it, listen to when the music is kicking in and what's being said or insinuated as it's kicking in. And think about what vibes the music gives you, alright? So this is purely listening, don't talk.
Our presence alone may not be enough to goad Superman into confronting us.
Know what I'm thinking?
Nope, not a chance. But whatever it is, I'm down.
Is it something violent? With a surrealist quality?
Lex 2, I'm gonna need you to discharge the patient into my care.
I'm done with him.
Take one of my counterpart's cars.
He's giving the go-ahead.
Batman is going to Superman's funeral. He might as well travel in style.
They're playing this music talking about an upcoming funeral.
Yeah, they're playing.
And they forget the kryptonite because they're so
hyping
happy.
it up. They are hyping up
music.
Batman's
SK, they
death.
play
This
the
is
music
garbage
she
right
gets the
here.
idea. They play the music right as she
garbage.
gets the idea to kill Batman.
Exactly. What do you think this is implying here? I can't
This is
believe
disgusting.
people are
This is
actually
disgusting.
trying to say, no, they were hyping up the fact that they were going to kill Superman. What
That's
is the
not any
topic
better.
of conversation here?
Kill Batman, save Superman.
Yeah, this character assassinates Harley Quinn.
Absolutely, 100%. Look, I want to add, they were so excited to kill Batman that they forgot the fucking point of why they were
Only way
here.
of surviving Superman.
That further proves that they're hyping this up. They're hyping it up again.
How would you have done Batman's death better than they did? I would have had Harley, or I would have. So, hold on, I'll tell you how I think they could have written the story better. Pause it real quick. I think they should have had all of the villains had character arcs around their heroes and made Harley genuinely sad that she had to kill Batman.
And then you have a respectful funeral for him.
Yeah, and they have a respectful send off for Batman.
Have them
and you also
actually go
don't, and
there.
then yeah, and then you also don't, and you also give the Suicide Squad a good reason to beat every single. Like, no, you don't need. You write the story in a way so that they don't need plot armor to beat the League. Give them power armor as well as the weaknesses, and that would be completely fine.
Yeah. I think a good comparison we can make is Rick Flag getting killed by Peacemaker.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
good
great.
comparison.
Yeah.
I just want to remind everyone when we're going into this, they were so sad for what was happening to Wonder Woman. Harley even with seeing the heat vision tried to go in and save her, and she had to be stopped when that happened. She was down on her knees crying over it after it happened. Okay, I want that recalled for what we're about to watch. Because that's meant to be their change of heart, them going against Waller's orders to try to help someone.
Help someone
Who
be-
literally
be
said,
stand up and
prove
watch
me
them die."
wrong, prove that you are capable of more, and they listen to out of inspiration. Let's listen.
You're gonna die screaming at Superman's feet.
Why? What's up with his feet?
We're 2 for 2 on killing your boys so far.
Hyping it up.
Love makes it work a pleasure.
They're laughing!
Yeah, see?
Do you see this?
Pleasure in killing
Think
him.
you're a team now?
See this? It's
You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to
I want to make this super clear, right? This would give off a completely different tone or vibe, right? If they were sad that they had to do it. If there were
compare
tears
the
as
music.
they were doing it. It gives a completely different tone. And granted, it still have the plot hole of why do they have to kill him? But that's a separate issue. At least it's not disrespectful. It's just a plot hole they didn't explain. This right here is just twisting the knife.
Also, compare the music here to the music when Wonder Woman died.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like you, Harkness. An illiterate alcoholic who's desperate for the
Yeah,
spotlight.
and Floyd's a deadbeat dad. Sharky's a freak who'll never be a real boy, and I'm... well,
Can't even get his last word
oh,
in.
yeah, I never was too bright.
You're not.
Get some
You
new
weren't. You're an
material,
idiot.
jerk off.
Look at that. You see that?
You know, Joker used to be real good at hurting people with words.
Yes, the guy that literally took away my son. Thank you for bringing him up.
Yep.
But you,
Killed me.
Pushing him back.
even when you're evil, you're still too good.
So you know that he's still in there.
You know you're a good man. You know he's a good man.
You had a good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to
Fuck
everyone
you.
you know.
Like, your
Making
literal
fun of his trauma.
ex-boyfriend.
They're making fun
Making
of
fun
his
of his-
trauma.
of his
Making fun of
trauma.
his sacrifices.
It's our turn now. After all we've been through.
Yeah, we're taking the credit because we're better than you, right? We matter so much more than you.
Yeah, you see why I think this is super spiteful towards Batman? This scene just screams, my story is better than yours.
Me at the end, Hobbits!
Bragging about it.
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Almost.
Those are his last words, by the way. That's Arkham Batman's last words.
It's a joke to her.
can't help but picture Pyro watching this.
Fuck.
You're trolling. You're a troll. That's a troll.
They took pride
They
in
use
this.
the Arkham motif here,
Superman.
by the way. It really pisses me off.
The Arkham, it's pure fucking mockery.
I also like how Brainiac is now reacting as if he can't freeze the squad or teleport Batman back to the ship.
Dude, Brainiac seeing Batman get killed there is literally you snapping back to attention. He's just, what? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, they killed Batman.
I'm sorry. So, do you guys...
Colmac.
You understand how sometimes the line between something being spiteful or intentional, or something being accidental and lacking in self-awareness, you know, that line can be really hard to spot sometimes, right? But with this, it's like, I can't...
Pretty evident.
Never forget, the last words we heard Arkham Batman say were, I've got to, it's the only way to protect them. Now, thanks to this game, the last words we'll ever hear him say are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Yep.
I also
It's
want to
just
point out.
absolute
I don't know.
trash.
I don't know if you mentioned this. Batman died helplessly, like his parents.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to,
Yeah.
because they're still in there when they're Brainiac, so the actual Bruce Wayne just had to sit there and die helplessly like his parents.
Yep.
Great. Fantastic.
And they feel nothing. They feel nothing.
And they make fun of him. They bully him.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'd like to remind everyone they wrote and released this story for $70 after his beloved voice actor who adored the character tragically died of cancer.
Yeah, don't try saying there. It's not disrespectful. It's fucking disrespectful.
It's disgusting.
I just want to point this out. Even if you want to say, "Oh, this is retconned out," it's still fucking disgusting with how he's been treated in this game, like fucking killing his son, and how he's like character assassinated.
He's a joke. He's
Like
a joke
fuck
in this
off.
game.
He's treated as a joke. Like, how are you gonna like go like, oh, he's revived after this game? It's like he has to live with the fact that he followed dumbass man's plan and then also killed his son. Seriously. Fuck this
Yeah,
man.
someone in the chat said, I hate that Harley justifies this death like the real Batman would have wanted her to do this. Yeah, no, the real Batman wouldn't want you to fucking wouldn't want you to recount his trauma to him as you shoot him in the face and hype up the death scene.
By the way, for people saying, well, Kevin was fine with it, even the writer of the game said this, well, Kevin was fine with it. He can be wrong. Like, you can be disrespected and not know about it. Like, if you don't think that's possible, I'd like to introduce you to autistic people, like myself. And I want to ask, for those people, if I resurrected Christopher Reeve, it's Reeve, right? I always get confused if it's Reeve or Reeves.
Yeah, it's Reeve.
I think it's Reeves.
Yeah, if I resurrected Reeve from the dead, like if I was just a necromancer for whatever reason, and I brought him back and he's like, yeah, I'm fine with my appearance in the Flash, is that just not disrespectful now? Because he was fine with it?
Yeah.
No, it's still disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You can be disrespected and you can disagree with, you can be wrong about that.
Sacrifice
he
himself
would've
for
wanted this.
getting killed
The
by
real
Brainiac while
Batman,
saving
I
the
mean.
squad.
There's always a choice. That's
He
what he
would've
said
wanted
in
this, the real
Arkham
Batman,
City.
I mean, no, he wouldn't. He would not want those. I'm
There's
sorry.
always a choice.
Yes,
Why
exactly,
are
there's
you
always a
forgetting
choice.
this?
Remember his inspirational
Look at that. They're just showing his fucking legs going up.
video?
Remember, it's inspirational video. The
They're
fuck up.
still mocking him. They can't. After he's already done, they won't let it
After
go.
they shot him in the face.
Did help overcome Flash and Lantern. Should
They're not even
we
like
have watched
propping
the
up his
segment on
body
Superman?
respectfully or anything. They're just leaving him on the
What
fucking
matters
pavement.
now is our plan. We're out here making it work.
And they move on, no reflection.
So,
They don't care.
what's the plan?
Yeah,
How
they don't
about we
care.
shove these gold
Look at
kryptonite
that.
bullets
Oh,
right
you-
up his ass?
They're still hyping it up. What the fuck?
Yeah, they immediately
Where's
go to a
Superman?
shove
I
something
don't
up his
think
ass
that's how
joke
we're
after they
supposed
killed
to do
Arkham.
Yeah.
There he is.
Where the fuck were
Laser
those
them.
minutes?
Oh yeah,
them.
Pirates
Laser them.
goes.
Laser them.
Pirates
I don't even
goes,
care.
wow,
Fucking
why
laser
didn't he
them.
appear?
Laser them,
Yeah,
Frostbreath, throw a bag of rocks at their face.
So he's laughing that his best friend died.
Yep.
Yeah, he just.
Thank you,
One of the
game.
world's finest heroes. Snuffed out.
That assassinates Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And you're next, asshole.
Look at that.
I like how it's just unsurprising.
Look, they're treating his corpse as a joke.
I
It's
hate
just a
this
funny
so much.
background detail.
Mm-hmm. You're next, asshole.
By the way, they're about to fight Superman now. Please tell me why Superman doesn't literally just pick up the entire
Tell
continent and
Wonder
hurl it into
Woman
the
all
sun.
about it.
I mean, he could lift the planet in this game. In this
Wait. Oh no. No way. Are they actually throwing in her name like as if they fucking didn't forget what they wrote there? Let's see it.
And
Let's see
you're
it.
next, asshole.
Sure. You can tell Wonder Woman all about it.
Oh, now they're sad. Oh,
now they're sad.
now
Cool,
there's
thanks.
dude. I'm
Fucking-
sorry. This is so blatant. They don't respect Batman at all. They only respected one of
This
them.
is disgusting.
This is so
It is
fucking
disgusting.
blatant.
Yeah.
Only then they care. I hate this. I hate this. You're making me go fucking insane. All right, drop it.
Oh, this gold kryptonite can
Drop
affect
it.
me? You're dead.
Throw it. Throw it back.
Oh, this gold kryptonite can affect me? Let me just throw the continent into the
Dumbass
beam
of the
them.
league. Dumbass of the league. Why is he melting it on him?
I don't know why
He's dumbass, man.
I don't know why he doesn't just throw
Actually.
it back and impale one of them. Just add
Why
it
don't you
on
just
them.
laser beam them? Why is he engaging fisticuffs?
Yeah, they just both.
I do enjoy
Cage tries to
watching you
defend it by being
suffer.
like, well, one of his attacks in the frostbite is the laser beam. It's like just do it in cannon.
Here's a thrill ride straight to the grave, Harley.
That should have sent him across the planet.
What's that feeling in the pit of your stomach?
All of them are gone.
See Luthor counter agent
I do
taking
not like
effect.
all the motives.
Do not let up.
So he just falls. Where's the sad
That's how they
music?
all die. It's so bad.
Why is it
It's
hardly
like, oh,
getting
I
on her knees crying?
Looks like just the four of us sent your ass back to Krypton.
Oh.
Kal-El.
Making fun of his dead planet.
Cool.
Gonna stay tapped out this
By the
time.
way, they consistently call him Kal-El in this game, which is really gross.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Really hope he's dead.
Oh my god! It's it's right there.
I also just, I just want to point out how stupid the squad's being, because if you don't think if you want to be confident he's dead, shove all of that kryptonite into his body right now.
Just shoot him in the head.
Someone right now just asked, wait, does Superman have anything humiliating done / said about him? So, not by intention, not by design,
yeah, the fact-
not
yeah,
by
the-
design, not by design. And I say that because, like, the things we're gonna cite is, oh, he's a fucking idiot who just went in the ship and fell for the trap. But that's not by design. They didn't realize they did that.
I mean, they just mocked him. They just mocked his dead planet. They had him laugh at his best friend dying.
Well,
Yeah, it's just
the
the way
guy
he's
who asked that
like
just
the way
said, "Oh,
he-
there it is," and he just dies of cringe.
I
Yeah.
see.
They all die of cringe. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
Superman just gave up because he saw the script.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I
"Fuck,
died
I'm
of
getting
cringe.
out of this game.
they are so inconsistently written. Exactly.
We killed Superman.
They're parading.
Hell, we murdered the whole Justice League.
Yeah, they're happy about doing it.
Self-defense, since they were all.
It's self-defense.
Oh, self-defense. The guy that we had tied up, the guy that we had shrunk. Oh, that's self-defense.
The guy,
I
the
can't
Batman they
believe
literally had
this.
strapped to a chair was self-defense.
A titanic battle. A good, glorious battle. But one foe remains.
I'm calling it Task Force X4. Justice League and Brainiac, 0.
They're
Fool,
bragging
we
about it
killed
again.
Batman. Whiz!
This is so obnoxious.
Swell of pride for what we have accomplished together.
Pride?
We kill people.
Pride?
We kill people. We feel pride because we kill people's childhood heroes.
Oh,
Right.
it's choking me up. Shark, you're crushing me.
It feels like we've grown as people from killing
No,
all these
you
people.
haven't.
Shut
No,
the
you
fuck up.
haven't.
Know what, Quinn?
You literally have had no character development.
I'm sorry. I'm betting the story actually thinks this, that they actually grew. No, they fucking didn't.
It does. It does. That's what Cage
Of course, Kate
Oh.
thinks
Well,
that.
no,
Oh.
guess what? No. They grew as a squad, bro. In the beginning of the game,
Oh,
they were
so
the
they grew
exact
to be
same.
worse people.
No, the argument is like they grew as a squad to be better teammates, even though they literally act the same the whole fucking game.
Yeah, their dynamic has not changed.
It's like it's funny too, cause like in the beginning, right? In the beginning,
Oh, here's
hold on.
here's
Well, yeah, pause it real quick. In the beginning of the game, when they lose to Batman, it's because they all split up, and at the end of the game, they beat Batman, even though they all split up because he manipulated them with the voice synthesizer.
That's a good point.
It's so fucking unself-aware. This is the Brainiac ability we've been talking about the whole time. He can just freeze them in place at any point.
Human of you. Don't you know this is my game?
That you lost.
I make the rules.
This is terrible game design, Brainiac.
You didn't give us a very compounded experience for the squad.
Literally, he could have done this with the game.
Second
The
level
plot would have been
intellect.
over.
You are one to talk.
flight. I'm not letting you do either just yet.
Should be a strategic.
I want to show you what happens next. Let's call it a sneak preview.
I want to mention this portion right here serves only to set up the DLC.
Yeah, it's just, dude. From this point onwards, it is literally just guys. The game's live service. Are you excited?
This is literally Rocksteady explaining their live service game plan.
That is unironically, that is literally the only thing beyond this point. Is just set up for live service.
You can tell that's what this is too, because like the music was really ramping up right when they were about to do their high five after they killed Superman, and that would have been an ending for the game. Like you could have cut the game off right there, and you would miss absolutely nothing.
Not only is he completely stupid as a villain, but his motives are just so one-dimensional and not explored in any meaningful way.
How did you?
Their general Zod's motives without the depth.
Yes.
They defeated them because you didn't give a fuck.
How did you defeat my Justice League? With the power of plot armor, weaknesses, and you being a dumbass, Brainiac.
How did you defeat my Justice League? Well, you watched us the whole time, so you probably should have figured it out by now.
Your every fractal failure, your every inexplicable success.
Even Brainiac thinks their success is ridiculous.
The margin of error.
Margin of error explains why we have plot armor.
Well, I can't remove you from the equation now. There's too much to learn. Better to own you. I will unlock your full potential. To serve me.
I will unlock your full potential by not giving you any form of amp whatsoever. Dude, this is like in Halo 5 when fucking Cortana just reads out people's backstories to each other. It's such dog shit exposition.
Friends? They're not fucking.
For me.
When is this option?
Doesn't that literally go against? Hold on. Doesn't that literally go against the character arc the squad goes on?
Yeah.
If it's about them being better if they work as a team, then how is Harley held in check by working as a team? It's such brain dead writing.
As you devour all who would resist my enlightenment.
Swan song.
Man, they use Ex Machina to teleport.
Oh, they got teleported away? Okay, teleport them back and Lex.
Can they do that?
Yes, why can't he?
Brainiac should.
Well, Lex did just do a phasey thing. Can he not teleport them out of that room?
Why can't he?
Because Lex is thingy?
Lex, send me back.
They don't explain it at all.
Well, okay, maybe Brainiac doesn't know where they went. Maybe he doesn't know where they went, but it doesn't matter.
How? He knows where everyone goes at all times.
I don't fucking know. Goodbye.
It's crazy.
Goodbye.
Well, even if you want to use that, hold on. Even if you want to use that argument, they start fighting back against him late in 5 minutes.
Doesn't even fucking matter.
Next time his gangly ass pops up,
Nick of time, Luthor here coming to save you.
Brainiac will already be dead.
I'm dead shot.
On account of my having devoured him.
The Justice League are all dead.
Celebrating it again.
She's putting it as a positive. The Justice League are dead. Yeah, and she's still evil. She wants to kill people.
Waller don't have a clue.
Yeah, I also like to mention that Wonder Woman.
Oh, so Waller knew this whole time they were working.
Look,
yeah, so
finally showed up.
Finally showed up. So she starts. So the story makes it seem like, oh yeah, she knew the whole time. She knew the whole time that they were working with
that's why
this
you didn't do
double
anything,
Lex.
you dumb fuck.
Yeah, that's why you didn't do a damn thing about it, you stupid bitch.
Fucking shit.
What did
Why
I
didn't you
tell
just
you
kill
about
them?
playing dumbass double agents?
You're our daddy.
Goddamn right. But I don't make the same mistake twice.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Actually, more than twice. More than
Pull
twice.
their asses out of the fire. And then I'm going to control you. Because in this world, I always get what I want.
No, you don't.
Boomerang.
No, you don't. You've repeatedly not got what you want in this game. Dumb bitch.
So predictable.
He was very quick to backstab the guy who helped him out.
Bomb implant.
Yep.
Ironic,
These are our heroes, by the way.
Made the nanobombs. And if anything happens to this Lex Luthor, building goes with him.
She says this, and she at no point considers the fact, man, what if Lex removed their bombs? Imagine, right? She says, bag him, Boomerang, and then they're like, well, actually, Lex removed our bombs, so go fuck yourself.
Why didn't he do that?
You should have.
Because they're
I
dumb.
guess she would have figured it
This
out.
game
If
is
one of
stupid.
them.
Listen,
I
Amanda
guess-
Waller read the script and she knows they're all as fucking brain dead as she is, so she knows they didn't do it. Dude, we should count up the amount of character assassinations in this game. It's probably like 16.
Well, you've got Batman twice, you've got Harley Quinn, you've got Scarecrow, you've got the Bat Family,
Riddler.
you've got Brainiac, you've got Riddler, you've got Superman, you've got the Justice League.
No, Colin, hang on. I want to write this down. Let's see. Where's my notebook?
Write it in the doc.
Yeah, write it in the doc.
You know what? I'll
That's
just
all we've been
do the
through.
tally marks. Okay, so
All right, yeah, pause it. So we've got Harley Quinn character
One.
assassinated.
Batman twice, so that's 3.
Yep. You've got the Justice League for being so stupid.
How many would that be? That would be 4, right?
That would be 4. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
All right. You've got
Wonder Woman.
yeah. You've got Riddler, Scarecrow.
Maybe Wonder Woman.
Riddler, Scarecrow.
I would include
Wait,
Wonder
why would Wonder Woman?
Actually, no,
be-
never mind.
She's a
yeah.
racist.
She's a racist.
Unironically.
So there's the Bat Family. So that's 1. So that's Oracle, Tim, Jason,
And
Dick.
Nightwing.
So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Who else? Is Amanda Waller would be assassinated, right? Because Amanda Waller's character is her intelligence and secrecy, but she's an idiot.
Yeah.
I guess they
Alright.
assassinated her intelligence.
Amanda Waller. There we go. Any more? Would the Suicide Squad going back to their old ways be character assassination?
I mean, that's just not growing as a character. I don't know if it's.
But they had development of it.
So-
Would the development be assassination, or would
No,
it
no,
go
no,
back
no.
on
This
it?
is how it is, Paragon. The development is an assassination because it doesn't make sense how they got there, but they undeveloped
One.
out of it anyway.
2, 3,
So that's double.
4. All right, so I got the squad.
Oh my god.
Wait, am I doing the squad? Am I doing the squad twice?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What number are we at?
I'm only gonna reveal the number when we're done.
Yeah. It's more fun that way. I think.
I don't know if I don't think Lex is assassinated, but him not trying to kill Superman himself is just kind of out of character.
Yeah.
Well, he's also a moron at a couple points, but I don't think that's assassination.
Yeah, but sometimes he's intelligent. Lex is like a
It has
mediocre.
to.
I
It
guess.
has to be like an extraordinarily level of stupid to be in assassination.
Yeah, he has to be
territory.
consistent. He's
So Lex won his
he's-
character assassinated.
I don't know about that. He's not. He's just kind of stupid, but he's not like incredibly.
He goes
stupid.
out to fight the.
Well, I
Flash
mean,
and
he's so stupid he dies. Like, I would say that's an incredible
Well, to be
feat
fair,
of.
the only bad part about Lex 1 is just his mech suit is dumb, because him dying after that is like, yeah, no shit.
Well, no, because he goes to fight the Justice League with like.
Well, I
Yeah,
have
no,
a
the
question.
mech suit is dumb.
Does the Green
Yeah, dumb
Lucas
as right.
eliminate 5 of those?
No, it would be assassination, because he knew he had 2 years warning for Brainiac, and he did dick all.
Oh.
All right.
2 years warning and his
Lex
plans to
1.
fight him in
There
the
we
next
go. So Lex 1. Think that's it, right?
I guess.
I guess.
I don't even know at this point anymore. I just think everyone's either character assassinated or a moron at least.
Yeah.
Or a combination of.
All right. So assuming all of there are like like 1 or 2 in there that I can be like, maybe that's not assassination. But assuming all of these are correct, we have 5, 10, 15, 23.
Oh my god.
23 character assassinations.
Oh my god.
Jesus. 157 plot related issues and 23 character assassinations. Oh my god.
Oh my
20 instances. 20 instances of major plot armor, over 100 different plot issues, no character writing. This is the worst thing ever created. This is the worst thing.
Peak. Jesus.
No, Colin, you're
What
wrong.
world do we live in?
I want to know how
No.
many times they disrespect Kevin and Arkham Batman.
It's
Disrepassed?
It's not
Disrepassed.
no character writing. It's not no character writing, it's negative character writing.
The anti-character arc equation.
Anti-character equation. Oh,
I've literally seen.
Wait, 24 is about Brainiac's 24.
I've literally seen. Oh yeah, Brainiac's 24.
We have 24. That is the most I've ever seen. Even the worst stories have like 3. This is just 24.
Oh my god.
This game definitely broke records.
It broke new ground. It innovated.
Together, we are unstoppable.
They're proud of this shit.
So as far as I can tell, the only piece of character development is they're more confident. Okay, freeze them.
Yeah.
Freeze them.
I've made some unit alterations.
Oh wait, so Brainiac can hack their comms. He just hasn't until now for some reason.
Why would Brainiac tell them that?
Because he's brainy. Because he's just stupidiac. No Brainiac.
Yeah, and I thought the Shadow Wars epilogue in
Oh, there we go.
Shadow
He
War
literally
was
says
down.
Wayne Tex is better than Argus, but Argus
Yeah.
is better tech guys. Argus is better tech
Just
guys.
give them the damn briefing.
Based SK.
I
Too
am
bad he
on his
won't say it.
schedule. I am on his schedule, but he doesn't just freeze them. I fucking hate this. I'm just gonna skip to the final fucking boss. Honestly, do we even need to go over this? Oh, okay, you know what? These are the last things we need to go over. He recreates the Flash's body, even though they already beat him. I don't know what the point of that was. And as for...
I think he's making himself look like Flash because he's using his powers. It's just a stupid little gimmick.
Okay, use Supermans. Use Green Lanterns.
Yeah, why doesn't he turn into Green Lantern, the man that can do?
Oh my god, wait a
provided he has the
second.
willpower for it?
He could use Superman's powers, and then he wouldn't necessarily have the weakness because Superman's a Kryptonian and he is not a Kryptonian.
True.
That is true, but even if he did have the weakness, it doesn't look like they still have the. What do they still have the gold kryptonite or whatever?
He doesn't need to do any of that because he can just freeze them in place and mind control them. He's so stupid.
You know what? Those little mind control hentai monsters. Why doesn't he just send army? You know how like the flood swarms people with infector pods? Why doesn't he just do that? It's just
Why doesn't
ground.
Brainiac flood the city?
Why just unironically? Why isn't the ground just covered in those little gremlin monsters and then they just lash onto them? Do that.
Yeah, what's the point of rounding people up just to do that? Just send those things out by themselves.
Where were we?
Where were we?
Character
This
development,
is
guys.
so fucking pissed.
Character development is when go fuck yourself.
You straight up
data spike
executed
with
the
them.
damn Batman.
They treat that as a positive.
Yeah, they treat it like, oh, you had too much positive. Like, what? What? Oh my god.
So I have a question.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're
I have a
still
question.
doing it. I'm gonna say it right here.
Is Brainiac?
Firstly, not even a confrontation on what's been going on, but also, why don't you just knock her out at this fucking point? You know she's backstabbing you and shit like that. Knock her out. Let
Why
Luthor
didn't you
take
just
this
have
stuff out.
Lex take out your bomb so that you can just kill her?
Yeah, it's crazy that Luthor can kill her because he doesn't care about whether Suicide Squad dies.
Did this better.
Brainiac ran out of oxygen and died. Isn't that funny?
It's funny because Luthor can kill her right now, and I wish he did.
The data spike only works on a live target.
Could have told him that.
Oh no. Cringe
Oh,
ass.
fuck, no.
Not gonna confront Waller, okay.
I hate these
Nope,
people.
confrontation of Waller.
Oh, look
Awkward.
at this.
Not
Well,
even in Gotham.
how about this? We just let it play and see what happens very soon afterwards. We're just gonna
Yeah,
have our
let's
hands
play
up.
it, yeah.
Let's just see what
Let's
happens
see how
afterwards.
the game fades into a somber song.
Yeah,
over the
let's see it.
credits. that.
Let's
Well, no.
see it, everyone. Let's see it.
Gamer's Little Playground doesn't show the loot box.
Yes, he
As
does.
Batman and as Bruce Wayne.
He does?
Yes.
Watch.
Everyone knew him. Everyone knew his voice. When I put on the cowl, remember that we are all handed adversity in our lives. No one's journey is easy. It's how we handle that. How we help others that makes us unique. That's what the Batman will always stand for. Metropolis.
Oh, it doesn't play.
No, he doesn't.
All right. Well, I
I
you know
just
what?
wanna
I
say,
see what I can see
that
why he
whole
wouldn't play it.
spacious
I can see why.
Yeah, I can see why.
Like
Yeah.
it just feels like we pissed on him, we disrespected him, but we slapped that at the end after we
We
realized
just lazily put a model of him in fucking Metropolis, and then we had a character
standing
who's
still.
barely in the game, just randomly
Mhm.
fucking talk about him in a
Currently-
context.
And
completely
I think
different.
this
It's
was just done as a
lazy.
way to like, see, we do care, but like I don't know.
Well, but this game fucking hates Batman. It seems legitimately spiteful.
It does.
does.
Like it's hard for
It's
me
it's
to,
currently
to
1
say
a.m.
otherwise.
1 a.m.
All right, everyone in the chat, what would you give this story out of 10?
0.
Negative
Zero.
Out of 10.
Negative 10.
I think I give this game a no out of 10.